So what chance as a seven sanwa aka and the 4 porpore and 9 4 solid days. Now NDC MPP Amanyo Kono delegate kwa chance no what to aba eyi won candy for. Enimu ena ya chance ye bedi nkomo edi aka baranya no nko a ya wansema hodo pi a ehwie efa wo man Ghana ho a esene fata se wose ye chance ne echi ason na ye toto adwen so edi efa ho medi di nana ama ANNOH TUFFOUR ena wie so metrem edi amama me bia ma kwafo wadama ebre wom ehyehyeye wo ho se de brano ye edi som wa we tie for ene wa we hwe for live on Facebook no eso na ebema akwan na waba homa no so ne di enkomo ekakra afi ebreko animo so no yabegya for betrase ewo studio so say na ye di enkomo ewo ho and as usual me solid team ni nyina so ewo ha owura Magjerry ewo ha say owura wadamen and afi so mewura afrema enso so ewo ha say me krachi ni ba ko a brother di shedan enkama no Alex enso so ewo ha say ti ye be fa call so no nature ya share to me hu say de nemamu ese ade ko ba jane live on Facebook metre animokrata na so Neat FM 100.9 na yen share ensem hodo ya ene so ewo ho no ebe but nay say the medicancy so e dey ache wo no ye bedi nkomo de afa NPP Amanyoko no national delegate dwumedie no a e ba be koso nyame e ya adom a opanima abosumi ye wo mu ne de to so aduasa e ba ko en ye memende ya edi anim ti na ye benada we are Wednesday and after Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, and an event no ebekoso. We hear the MPP Amanyoko and Shisheno AC Etienwa. On Saturday, there's not going to be any campaign. Per woman Emran a campaign be anywhere ebekoso on the Saturday no the D-Day of the election. Inti candidate nina ewo enne brother ewo china ukuo. The yawo that any fear that to end campaign be a woman being it so one crime. Woman tabahudo yaka, or baton pesaso yaka, woman's libya M1, or between today till Friday. So they will campaign which medina ebebano a year. It had that on a Saturday and opa. Many say bra woman air to a ban winning war quine. Say we yell campaign, our platform be so our woman say now what they are to join him. And I think we are part of MOU now woman assign essentially a part of the party constitution. It's one with Jumedian was said in Yamamu, AC Eddie Air Continue Palma Koma Numwa, Guamo Airplane no engineer Oraka Bridge Japan, Dr. Haj Mahmoud Baumia, Afenso Ora Kennedy, Dr. Brian Champon, Dr. Yang Ose Educhum, Womunina Enim, San Eshaya Makin inti, Miwajidia Reshamuse and Noir, and a woman Eddie Etu Anamon. Yawa about 211,849 delegates. Achedam Ponyakopon Yadoma coming Saturday no womo etwaba no ahye ayi won candy fonti awian ebedi aye emu enkomo kakra ne nim sesa conversation ni e chance anopa no enye awie yi so nkwan ne de ebewie esanse we aye event a eguso a brano ho hia se any angle bi beba ye di emu enkomo nti no e mane nye wahi e mane mfo finaba eni edie wo so no esefata se yetu emu nkyere ne yetete nema bi ase enso ewo ho and then ye be share edom kuma no afamu so enkomo ekakra eno asantrofo hia mudie ekoso as usual edom kuma ena no for osahene Alexander Kwame na afenyoma kenso ekasaye ya na wo chese NDC amanyoko ni so mu refi wo mo ho a wo kai wo mo se na mo ya amanyoko ena mo ni wo mo nyina eye campaign mo bonto ahodo ewo my Ghana ntwa so ena Ghana de hye tie mo NDC amanyoko mo nsem ana mo ka ni titiriw eye se LGBTQ+ no wose mo kaaye ewo mo campaign mo sese munya kwan ebedi o my Ghana so a mo be hwese mo de mo sa be hye sakrata no ase na machi atom na aye emra wose se mo ruafi anu titiriw nti ena Ghana de hye to aba ede ema mo eti muntimi fe no ma me campaign na Ghana de hye ento wo mu tirim to wo makoma so no mu nyina mu ento aba no emfa ma mo na mu wi a mo pese mo turn on a deaf ear as though nothing has happened o se mo boa ene de ono ene edom kuma no ema mo kwan mu de sia wo betwa wo be so abiebie sansem ne so ama na ye mo nightmare na mate ase ese
the best station in the capital
need se eno na mo kan so ene o mo de to aba na de ma mo nti se mo pew mo be sign ewo Ghana ha senti sansem no so ye be hwe na eja ye de mu enkomo ekakra yako NDC amanyoko na fama ye nim se o muguso a ya nkoma ahodo bi ahya ase hunhunu eba no phone te se border suja no ne nyina so de fa wo mo ekandifo mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the first gentleman of our time. Wakame ate ase se the 4-year term we endia onchine bio empress obedi mampeni e wo man Ghana emu no indirectly na eche se wo se NDC amanyoko no esusu kwatena se na wo eto aba eyi won kandifo foforo no mo de ne ba begina 2028 general election no emu. And even if tekoba say mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama mpo senkana wo beko biewu a the constitution of NDC no kire say still obi wo ho kwan say o contest no in the party because ana constitution etie obi a wo right until so wo nyina beko benkro be gia atum say ebi mpo a senkana mampeni be sen ko biewu di a ene wo bia se yen contest no ye ma ne kwan amana ko unopposed eno kwa no ye mra ne say omo nyina enko for a congress no na popular acclamation enko so that obenya kwan na washase aya campaign wo na party ni nyina eso atan wachi. And here is the case ono ankasa enya kwan agina simpie ni apaso a wate ne sendua samienu na teche madaso. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say after this in a 4-year term uncontested bill so obedi mampeni ewo oman Ghana ha say he will remain a statesman, and a statesman he will be. Na wono so de na twencha wo no afechi e de asompenifo from the bench na wahwa ma nema so etimi akonkan erinti eno na enkomo ahya se wo NDC amanyoko nim wonmo a eye wo makono na edini de bebraba enya mekwa na meka minim se wo a wo tie me live on NET FM 100.9 so wo hwe me live on Facebook minim se wo se me ma kwan a wo kra wo list a wo be yaba no enya asem ketu akra. And these lists are open secret ya enema hodo a ekoso no ipadodo na ye Ghana de hye no so enim. And one of the list enei mampeni abediache Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman say nkomo beba say oyi the current education minister Oromonya for Haruna Idrisi say wono na ebeye ne running mate enso so elho san nkomo no san na esi etie Rema Jerry wo ha de ye behwe na yado emu asukọ kakra enso so elho. But what has happened e na esie ya NPP amanyoko NDC amanyoko together with the electoral commission yesi womo on electoral system treatment in eho ye be hwe ne so yado emu asukọ kakra eho. This is not the first time electoral commissioner womo na ekita the mandate womo supersede the electoral process ya ewo oman Ghana emu no bibi esi won dwumadi ehu a
the best station in the capital NET FM
enim se tumi ni womo de but as our constitution says bibi question na will be entiase ehwehwe nipa no aso a sa nipa no ewo eho kwan se okọ na emra no kasa na enchechemu a esefata no edi eba. And the same emra no ma yete ase ase sa nipa no wo ho kwan se irrespective of court or crowd they call ye starting from the circuit court to the high court the court of appeal or ho kwan so or rise here to even the Supreme Court. Said the court akodo ni nyina beka na gina sidia wo mo ebesie no se entwanso mu ma no se na komanto ne yem so what ase na nyeye if the person thinks say gina sidia every any of the court ne dia ba na emunye clear emfa emano emrane se wo ho kwan a se wo bekwan akodru eye the Supreme Court eno na ye court ba ten ye som eso ewo my Ghana here wo mo na hwe na wo mo interpret o ma church ye 1990 constitution at every point ya wo se won ase no wo ho kwan se wo do Supreme Court and chechemu mapa no efri hode eba. And our law no are making it such a way say wo do Supreme Court ho ade wo mo beka no eno na e holdi eno na ye atwuma eno na stand as a law ewo mo animo said the learned people will always say the law will still be the law and it will remain the law no you mo beka na ye mra aye didi twuma e bind even the president na emunsensem no enso so ewo ho nti ye be hwe sansem ni nyinam no na yado emu asuko enso so ewo ho. But we be some expectation for NPP amanyoko no presidential flag bearer prime minister ni dwumedie no said ye esi ekowa wo ye metiefo a wo tie me live on NET FM 100.9 me menti avian me be some your expectation ye woni pa mako enum ye wo Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Baumia ye sanso ewo Dr. ya Osai Educhum ye wo Dr. Brian Echampon ye wo engineer Kwabneje Ejapon enafein ye wo akompre ko ohene Ejapon nipa 5 ye. What is your expectation? And for so we delegate and onye delegate media once I we me listener na o view me live on Facebook na kwa edie we are maybe your expectation. Nipa ben na wo share ni mu say delegate 211,849 no ekono omo enkoto abana emfa ema. And then why ususu say nipa no and I come 2028 say kobane say NPP amanyoko no nya no a obehwe paper no edi ama wo mo enso so e wo sa kwan no esinti join me live ewa homa no so na yeni enkomo ekakra na yehwe say de nemasi edi ko but before that ora magcherry wa hasenti no wadama mame man akwaba na yeni enkomo kakra
bibi aboko de
yehu adom be na so
na me adom boko de ache I say Ghana
no so de ya
ya someone yes okay yes mission here me decided say the past last 3 years since 2023
okay
na we decided say me share could to be
Neat FM new
na me agenda be me your friend 365 and just say menya a day bia na say menya atade no baako
okay
every day into year and 365 days.
Ekasuso.
We are now multiply said them to ya.
Ekadoso. Yeah.
Nyame adom.
Baby out ni baby ade wani
na.
Emu ye.
Say MPP.
Ofo bi ye nyom.
Almost say Saturday one koto aba no.
Yes.
Okay, ya follow mom. Ya di akire kama.
Almost say na don't use Saturday on moto aba je.
So almost say.
Almost say.
The almost and that's about to no Saturday no mo koto. Because a big can some dodo. So that's here.
Yeah.
And so mo say internal party matters. Me already know nobody can advise the party and say we internal matters. Yem person beto abenewie 31st. Na afi na ANNOH friend say party no one more person unity. Unity work, unity talk, reconciliation, reviving. One why ne yakeka normal kesi because in some no munyina aka no you follow omon kan so hu say after 31st no amanfo ne titiri wo opponent e the playback ne be ma om
exactly so
regardless of bi a won be yi ne bia playbacks no won be yi e di ama because another bia make say some a wo kan ne no the next 2 hours a day month year 10 years your bomber wa so utimi gina wa and this house consistency is very key when it comes to say wo ya man yourself but I know you dey agro so now woman say na sometimes you know to me dey yes you adwene e dey agro bi because nipa no e kan we ya dey chance say na or besesa na no ba be ka bibi foforo no enya dey a ye be accept ti omo sem said o ma bom to ana o me kan sem papa almost we kan sem a ever ready to playbacks any the account ni nyina no ye hwe ye bom pai say abato we ne be ye jojo o hwe say the abambofo no ama assurance na we hwe committee ya presidential election committee ya ora jowai sedano na we hwe adwuma wo madia Benjamin de say be successful yenti atenka ni bia eyade ebeboa ama democracy na ye practice no ye nyina yetima hu say ye practice democracy a ebetimi de yedu baabi nti ye wo hye om well ye mpentokwa
the best station
bibia
in the
transparent
capital
and what to say camp bi so onti bibia ase
but Jerry nkoma wo mu didie as aspirant no together with all my campaign team members and all various supporters across Ghana no nkoma wo mu die kasa wo mu eka die mu aja die kire nwono die ye normal no do you see it say as a needs to be because when you're the very first experience no see you can defo before a strong political party in our country Ghana and this is not the first time our conversations of this nature and so ever it's gonna be beside most na say when a BSc pay you
and nothing na mekra no so messiah surprised they are working intra because templates ewo ho say templates na dey na buy and fa bibia ama so they are say at the end of the day no me jimri say amano sem na ye koye nim no let's see yesunya bibia na say ade na ya na the positive impact be na buy obi abeke kan sem dey church ro mo ho a So on say the city no. So mo ye internal elections in the na. Nti me na me susu say said dia the templates wo say ABS pay. We beka we no dia fa ne nyonko ho. Wo mato aba wie no. Afe ne ye beka say ye beko thank you to. Ne yakọ reconciliation to. Ne yakọ familiarization to. Ne yakọ unity work. Ne yakọ no yes. Chima mention wo but in somebody be ho na to the extreme. Me somebody be ho matete anipa bi aka including enra. Including Miami programs ahodo also. Ejitafo ni bi keka no. Me hu say enya ade bebo party no.
But you see our politicians growing because say ye amanyoko kind form.
Yeah.
Say yes so ye a parliamentary aspirant when it gets to almost primaries.
Yeah.
And some ya ekoko so the various violent issues emanating from these kind of elections currently in the SC 10 years ago be sounds to see it keeps on repeating itself. Do you see it as politicians that will grow? Because your comparison with other international elections, I say, and never be saying it is simple, it is easy, and it doesn't take time. They are done, they move forward.
They are not learning any lessons. Lessons be a normal derived from it. And your papa, a born young can say normal because be a ye anti a saponing a ye try.
And I want to make no say politics.
And wintina anami emissary winning appointment committee of parliament.
Okay.
Samanyoko bi wini na wamo amanyoko na we wini no omampanyin ne hyase paw asoafo na. Se wamo ko face appointment committee a on say holiday you say House of Records.
Yeah.
Ti di abeka bia no.
100.9
the usual political campaign.
No.
Wamo ke kan asem ni bi no mko ni bisa on ye san botchre woma.
Yeah.
Then no mko so e dey na political euphoria. We dey na politics. Ni aka no wamo kan so na e dey a che o. Eni tu no mko so ye no. Eye na nka obi aka asem bi. Na asem no kan no ko face appointment committee. Na when man justifies sa asem no kan ye no. Na nka ye ni free wona wo mo nyini ntum a. Na ka be lessons. But when dey as you omo beko nipa no beko we na me yapol bebre MPP baaye ABC NDC baaye ABC NDC JDM we kra baaye na so afo no bebre si
and a clear typical example say say omugusu ye say obeti a we can be so MPs do say I declare one more support for this aspirant and as this candidate obeti say MPs do say and so ayi woman nim MPs ni bi eyi woman nim say omotai aso mesibia na obentin bi achi a they go to an extent say with me kasa sa nipa no me se metro me support the man say wan we ni a me jam seat e de ato ho now we sitting MPO it does happen Rebin said they are walking ebia na say nipa ko no so anko we ni then nipa na alusu and then he goes back to parliament as though nothing has happened to carry on with the normal duties so appointment to be back ni ye boni din wo course appointment committee ne ye bisa no a na asa de na we dey say this mo fan serious one of the things
and then I say enter say ye gitum no we need not to accept sa flimsy excuse na o the mind no they should take it serious.
And why are we
the
not
politicians going? Yes should take it serious now so no be take it serious so you na me ni umi no so because I know who say oh enko ye kaguma say yes supporters o me di akire oh do abeka bia ye no di akire oh obedana no na say wadana na say we di no an ye gusu an ye fa nchom ni di omachi but wo me hu say hey ade we na okoka ye no amanyosem na wo ka amanyosem ti na etwa ntro ne de tu nipa so eno say de bade amanyosem
credibility
na wase obi credibility ade nipa anyeye me impenfo bebre o ma bedidi yesu yetimi kansem form ho later adansi bia ma ho esembe ne aka nkire eye ebi amampenfo kura atwam ye current dispensation kura free ma amampenfo atwam orally ma de ne aka amfa no ora champion kwame nkroma ensem bebre ne aka fa omo ho na oba current dispensation a de ne aka amfa jeje ho de ne aka ma me ka amfa eye your friends o mampen dada kofo And how many I can find? It tells them the twins and almost my. How many years in the twins and almost mad? That's what they say. And then the young Alpha Professor Mills.
Awesome.
And then another don't go to father. JDM. So, and you do bad, then still Obianfa documentation beyond my betre. It's when Yaki can go more. It's politics in tea. Yaki can someone. What's the name? Alote Jacobs. Ora Lote Jacobs. Maintain a catcher. Maintain a catcher. But I baby maintain anger. Uncle Lote Jacobs. Yenia no kopo man pe na ko for chow.
Yeah.
Okopa de chow say wo mo keka asem fa no anenye no.
No kra.
Enyina so bi anim ne yakeka.
But wonim de ma asem ye hu pa. Ai ni ntia wie na me pese ye ka no. De ma ye hu ye say ye twantwa to obi si ye twantwa to obi so. Ye ma ye hu ye say even the intellectuals in a sound
woman de
yes those are your names onim de
and to san cancer but a manual semen
yes
no or na intellectual dishonesty just no nim de any pa
and some of them are lecturers in our universities
yeah
some of them hold highly political positions ebinum so ha on a private note no ne modu
yeah
I was circle be more or influence
yeah
na o chance him to be and later he will admit say where the send you went in a man can
na inyina so bi anim so na wa kan sa
and you see
say
interestingly they say we follow the Gen Zs on the various platforms nkra na yeso omo ye nkra for omo Gen Zs na no kwasam say to the bi omo adwene wo form e wo nema bi ho omo kasa na omo su ene omo ban hwe omo adwene mu su odu on another angle you know what now and you may be a penny for be no most no more refer or more our platform so you see
so now when I can't say
yes
and then make us say it is say we have to put them on their track because man be can semino na won ko free and the MPP for the also you direct attention the mom say and some of them can their way ka fa candidate be ho the SMS ka fa candidate no ho no sense semino nyame adoma me de twam wi a sense semino Ebesa be reversity womo. They have to admit. They have to admit. You be aka be a wa kan be ada ga be say wa admit. Yen pesa ba be ya dan go dada do gina wa say be mom sana meka ne hu say yeah what the no credibility also. So they say na mo twa ho ba be ka che so when the mo amani to say akonya to a apede ana akonya to apede yetimi kan say misa. Ensam na de ya bobo bi so but mitibia na me mete wa na me se afi. Na me say na internal matters munyina na mo pre apede aba eti sabe say wo ka bibia wo hwe waji kakra eno say wo kan say because say apede aba beto wa
na wo be kan say ye ko school no say do school debater
yeah
na ye yi school su no afane afa na mo kokoshia you see there is a tough competition
yeah
ewo ebia a particular school ni particular school intem Ebia schools bear for na koya na be in the capital. But also there is a serious tension.
Yeah.
E wo be schools mienu bi ntem o competition dey very tough. And yes for na ka nka ho. But we mu dey no see the city no ano.
Yes.
But yes so we remain to be focused on the reason as our competition so.
Yes.
Under no circumstance na be say two ni schools ni me no attention wo muntem no.
Yes.
Join the reason to your competition edit one more time. So why must it be so?
Yeah. And no na one say amanyo seminar ye no. Sometimes you know ana ya dwen say no ma be normal e de mayen. Eti aye normal de mayen nti no ye beto aso ba ye because manfo no kra no ye ya womo enka hwe enkyere yen. Eti obehwe ni yeguso ana said ye na sa na ye no. But media madwin mo no me hu ni say enya sa na ete say ekokoba. We have to change the status quo. Ete say yes sa enoma mo because ye kwa ye nemu no say sa no enya sa papa e di bibia abre yen. Enya sa papa so ho e di bibia abre yen. Ete say ete sa de a ade na say ye to aso ye. Na de bia mo fa ya dwen ni ago na wo kan ene kwada na e ba no e wa dwen say wo ka bibia keke de akere o mo ebedu ba bi no wo mo ebeputu on your toes one big jina na so akere wo say dia wo kan ye enya sa na ete say wo kan no so eno ne ade a me pese yesua lessons say yesua free mo no na woni ma de ba akon
menim ka kire
she so bi ya amanyo sema o yewra George Anda the book na olonche ye no menim se wanya bia kan ya dia kojo pon kroma kra ready ya biribi na no omode na nam we no kra na eswa enoma bebre wom George Anda was very honest about the book no mo the behavior of real politicians so what you say enei won agita for no amafo anu aben wo mo kan sem de fa wo mo opponents ho esem no mo kan no enam se ne boss no di na chi no oye beneficiary into wakana no atum but let me tell you say Yakopon ya adom na tables ne ten na nipa na okeka ansem no o kwa kope position bi wo party ni mu na the boss no nso an odi na nimu na nasa wom mpa o kwa gina se wom to no so aba no wom be fa ne nsem na okan ye ni mpa na wom benefit ye wom be fa no de ati ono a eti ne so ya politician na wo kasa wano asem no wa won krofo be se ayusu de ati yawo no maka cho say nya na ageka aka say nya na ageka aka say
and even currently the campaign here cost you BCC some people statement woman making years
back and that's what I mean and make the SCC ni na make so
encourage na wo mo
the SCC no anything na make wo madwen so say you mu bi de ya ye din ni ye hwe de ekọ you observe keenly just the ekọso ni nyina no ye atwe ya dwen wo madwen de SCC ni atwe mo say ye ndai sa is what you say it will can say na wo ebedu biribi no wa wo krofo be kwakwachu tape on be twu tape no mo de abase o ba position wo party no na nya wo na kan say hwe woni bi de enti o re say edu nkete ya the tape we pie ya obeka say NDC wo court no mo ko ye no say na nsuo bi anyina wo nsam mo de ko enimu na nsam no kra mu nyedu wo mo de ko ma lawyer chatutu kata ono kra so na gwen na mo de ko court mo be fan free me table so vanko o re say edu nkete na ko kan yo sabre no per chairmanship na winim enyon de ko gina court e ko gina mo de ma ye friend say sabre ko gina mo de ma John Dramani ma e fa calculate nyina bomb mass crack ano gina mind this sabre na this reason get ya enya sabre ne akonya unanimous 7
yes
and now court na buagu yeso ebra ora esiedu nkete ya be per chairmanship edi no ono ane nkrofo NDC fo omote no mo ugojina court credit now show NDC fo no be ka say unanimous 7 o
yeah
and na court no kra buagu am so and na Jemensa nchenchi na Jemensa mra eso asem na very simple o Jemensa ne say on ne enya Jemensa mpo electoral commission NDC for present o mo case nyina wie ye no and na electoral commission for say womo no some NDC fo aka no eno a court ne twa no fa mu omfo ana ombedibo womo ma meka hwe asem na ani o senka me na me wodi asem ato me so ana me say asem na waka no kura ye me mbeka bi eti court na hwe de wo waka no na court ne fa mu enyi maten say ye papa na enye papa
and pempi sa instance never whereby ya the opponent legal team na chance who say one wasem na ko sign that chechere wa ho and so there's no need so we be wasting the time your own
so no atira se hu ana wo mo a lawyer for na timi hu say na sa asem ne say na asem ne simple say ya na ti o ene ya dan ani na ya horo so dia say no say memma enti sabre no NDC for card NDC for come na Jemensa court no crop protect is ni Jemensa heza no mkaye little did we know say na ensam no de court no according to owura si edu nketia na che say ensam no de court na nyina so onim ema owura chatuchi kata kraka so be fan free table so franco so dia say enti time obe pre chairmanship no
1-0
and no one NDC for no chance here e de bonus so bo o be pe chairman di ya kwa court na go nyina daga wona de na ye asam ne kwa ya mu agu so o bo calculator boy no results be na de ba
yeah who effort o
NDC for na no msa de bo race edu nkati atiri so o eno ene ma no kokasa so na so da form and the you race edu nkati ya hwa ya ka Ghana politics even Africa ha wuntimi ntwiro homa enfa your politics na be yin afiri wa benye e wo politics ni mo na so da form ono you obi oya politics na so no e da form so what they say on you well experienced politician you want me what just want me enveni ni agro
1,000
enti and on no akoka say hwe momo ba me so bo say mago gina da government man defend and emu nti e ade na ne de court no kra na emu yedu na ebra wabode nsam kokko ora tajuchi kata onu ka say na mo de krata ben prekese na mo dia ba begu manimi mo be fa mo krata anko we ne de kokko
yes so
what you say eno oka mu no credit kire ne NDC fo a wo mo ye delegates ena tape no ba abonten oba chama general na chama say amafo say leak tape and leak tape o say one ka chama say leak tape me na me kan yo share one ka say leak tape
he accepted it
yes
only the conversation on
sa dia no na mo ori ase odin kete NDC for to about man I am telling you me be gidi ne sadia maso da form ne no ama mete eno e ka ho bi pa na mo ori ase odin kete ya odi eye NDC chairman na obiti chairman of Swampofo because no one crofo obi a ko gina court NDC for mba radio so a hwe say they no more defend the court na mu wi anoma se atwa mo ho e be ka say okra court no we dey na ko enye calculator na ko miemie obi a ya banker na ko nya bob figures na NDC yenji abanum NDC a okọ ya wa ko miemie calculator so kwak eno na mass ade ne ba abonten it is on the American no internal politics are very dangerous.
Can be beer.
Very dangerous. Since na dia wo ka no. MPP fo ntie ne yie pa. Some mo contest we and some obi aka bia dia maka bia daache say ye papa obenya so nhira.
Yeah.
E bia ne titiri wo pe position bi ye di wo party ne mu. Na say dia wo kan no na enye na obi benefit ya. I'm telling you won't be use against you.
They will come back to hate you.
So what they say? It's normally be a aya politicians no munya atwe yie. Bo munya atwe yie because politics na enough from sir. Enti ene dia wo ye na wo ko wanim ni nyina wo na wo hwe dynamics e play. Na ne Ghana ya bato no. They say dynamics na sound. Me the year 2020 abato. Year 2020 abato say BB play o. Because the parliament here. But say na dan go kufa dey win here.
Yeah.
But say on parliament. Amanfo etoma na nado ben na nso wo man to amma your friend is saying MPs no the parliamentarians. So dey go here. Dynamics say play NDC fu ankasa akrampo his excellency call northern region over the weekend. Oko kan say wo mo kra no wo man shocked if economic turnaround no. So enya shock say wo my shock keke ever economic turnaround but Mejimedi say his excellency JDM Nemo the president of the Republic of Ghana no amuno kra no obeye shock with the figures unyai no nim so obewini
but not
to that magnitude so say that you know aha it tells you say Ghana the amanyo sem no dynamics bebre they play.
And the same thing so na Kasaricha NPP Amanyoko no o share figures and one and also tells them sir one man anka ye NPP Amanyoko ana brano ko to aba e dey call one from I think about 200,000 we
are 211,849
and na anko to now we talking about 2024 general
election. Oh no over 2 million no
2 million
yeah over 2 million yeah
it is what to one now share the number of figures are man penny excellency John Dramani Mahama enya now it tells you say NPP say Amanyoko muni mo even from the form for public mu yi can for koba for different occasions this time around Saturday they eba beka ho no e was say mo hunu dynamics na said there obesi ayam
na templates no wo ho but minim ana to bia medwen
magyan dey can NPP dey hu me say come NDC Amanyoko so time say omo dey na bobo de ba we will experience the same thing
okay politician
doesn't change and na man bisa
me ana me pese me assumptive because
so we don't learn
womo dey ma e bia na womo NDC and MPP dey omo ye bia na they will learn lessons
okay
enti me pese me assumptive
let's see
enti we dey yenhwe e beto dwade a ye beka enti yenhwe because me na nka me ye NDC and I may prepare my own engine, maybe even though once I feel way, one might be your executive. So,
yes,
yeah, one by I feel way, one of the busy years at the man. NDC because one might be executives
of this month no I love say
yeah one might be executives one might be what executives constituency one might be you know normally about national one might be it would say how and also one bit me managing afa so but there na in some na normal kekano because we can some na later yeah playback and the man have Rebecca so na we cry me can say I feel na be chire mu yie dia man and they can some na and you na ba be chire mu yie dia man
and they shouldn't forget to say baby ya drew war ya disua mu no enya Ghana nko a e wo biase nyina no empempie ni because of say one politicians no omo mu odru no ma be public figure nti no one various statement enema bi a wo ye no say a case of study you know, some lectures it they should be very careful with the kind of things they say. They should be very careful with the kind of things they do.
Yeah, I'm between 71. Let me say, nah, it's messy. Say.
Back to
where is it? Kasasi.
Young man say be Jeffrey Krasa.
Young.
Edom Kumana Enra friends and Chofo share mu. Edom Kumana na no for Sahine Alexander Kwame na Fejaman dia to just say or catch NDC aban ye ti so say. One of the things that Ghana for sure so the two Abama womo was so mujichi na mu say LGBTQ plus no omo ba omo do omo be sign na aba be ye law. It will not continue to be just a bill.
Yeah.
And then I'm rush be jefie. And one who say 1 year in office. NDC aban chance womo nye into a kai womo say or the bebru womo akopim so won betu ho ana mo be ma na afo womo. Bisa say no kan obi no munya eye power no
according to womo di say womo be kasa because LGBTQ on NDC for so they are manyosem ebra no womo pere.
Okay.
Iti dom kuma ne de womo di say on be kasa but un say e kasa mo no me ka cho say me ene me ka asem na o chena no e hwa na bigina next 10 years so bochre me asa na meka ebra MPP wo so no me can the plane say me LGBTQ plus ne one am kan me hu hia say so man ye the attention e the cause on your force president be so on sign
okay
but that's regional
why
yes because you wambra bebre organa ha you want to graft institutions bebre organa ha me you one of the few journalists I spoke heavily against special prosecutor office time and another buy all the special prosecutor.
Yeah.
Sabrina MPP for MPP your friend is saying serial callers any serial texters. What man me? Namsa na mo special prosecutor na do aba sabre no. So with ye MPP communicators, with ye MPP serial callers and texters. Na me ya. And some no ya kase ezu na be mo fa ye bo mren yo na me ya no. Mo fa bo na ma. Because make can say na special prosecutor officer MPP for na do aba or the special prosecutor beba ye be chinkrof agum masa ye tete political so ye so nti de mo kan nyina ye ka ye remfi ye history we are part of that history and when you say betwe pen ya twero egu ye tirim one mo kan ye kan special prosecutor office special prosecutor office no eti sabre no mo dika ye dede na ansa na do nyamudin eti e wo ha na do bebo odin o bebo din ha Martin Amido yay o say Martin abi before wo mo peja na Martin Amido aba wonim adwene nyina ne say Martin Amido se ne enim ni so ma na odete NDC enti ne pistols a wodo a watworo eti no mo nim so oba ba be so NDC fu agum na say da form na form sa wo na form enti meme we say at the special prosecutor office ya kan Ghana ye ni mra emra bebre wo Ghana ye de kutia anti-graft activities so bi ye ketase she yoko wo ho NIB wo ho sabrenkwa na bi NI your friend is saying CID aso ye wo ho other officers e wo ho a ya shemra Ghana asa obedi aban sika wako NCC for program da
oh yes
NCC for program oko manushe sumuna mu nebia say 100 cities nebia oh months and 12 amba mbadi we enko TNT signatures are best sign as I did 100 cities NCC for them yana de bia make be mama but we dia medum yesu su dia keke because NCC there abem bia ba oye janka
and it cuts
across and no ne chira wo say yewo mechanisms kwanya ye fa so di aban sika say ye one city krana e say wubu ho akonta e hihye no wo ho contract ne ye de be ma ye ni procurement act wo emra e kire kwanya e say ye fa so ma contract say emra we nyina wo ho it is special prosecutor office na e de ya na na ba beye soronko
charge as well
charge wo ho charge wo ho enti e de ya na special prosecutor ba beye soronko enti mi mo me de me right from day one men who say special prosecutor officer no e ba eye
and omo nyina ye adwuma in collaboration with the Attorney General
yes
at the end of the day no prosecution no betumi awie
betumi awie peye men who bibi sununku bi a na e ba beye fast forward to LGBTQ no say wo hwemu a ase e man aspect no ye nhye de ni emra bia say oba ne oba makusia na mo ho a emra bi say enche mo but emema de so natural canal ne de wo dada so just no wo dada intrumu so no wo dada etina say ye hye mo kina ne yetimi hye emra bi a ete say yetimi e de chechire ne hu say LGBTQ ye fa ye hu konkorem it's my position then it's my position now. It me kind said nobody can force I said yeah I didn't get the attention go nanado say LGBTQ nanado sabri no
so the LGBTQ plus to you
what mami ende
no kwanke hu yampo say
e kire say ade a e hu hia say ye beye ene say ye de ntete e de bema ye mofra yie ni titiriu awo ye schools ye basic education no metimanya understanding says sat bia we de enti say ukoko wuram homom na say the attention ko
but not necessarily say
yes ye shemra kete ona say shemra na bekoso wan dey kato say shemra na enkoso ye nim re just obi ndu abensika kwana kwhwe auditor general's report kwana kwhwe audit report ye ndu abensika misappropriation enkoso bebre ekoso esu ya womra wo ho ya womra say menkobokro no ya womra say menkuta tuo rough enu na obi kokofo atu a ya bonu tuo akunoyi ewo Jacobu because etuo na kuta no emra ma ho kwan dia ebi kan say ye hye mra na edi hu ba be hye manfo no mu hwe obi a wan na adwe so obeye no se nya ntitiye bi na nipa ne benya na ye mofra no generation na ye hye ase build no yamfa nwura ho enu ntina mebo honorable John Ntimfojo abaso someone nakafo ade na bebe she teachers manual no mu a woma later opanyene me interview no me program so me I say there bi o na de wo pa che say me tena say am here there bi ye mom ne ye correct na yo abada no fo wo mo na ekokọ yo mo de she dem say o papa asema o ke dem won pa o later na me tell say akwa apologize so other platforms so say woma tena say even or admit me program so say who say it say womo enhance womo monitoring and your friends mechanism obetimi dia peruse document in your voluminous e dorso into no many bi ho a it say womo ye de womo timi nya adaje no mo hwemu yie but later admit say womo tena say yenhwe han na fa wo ma say
but a section of the conversation is say the LGBTQ plus no bill no not necessarily say Ghana hankwa but I know yeah international conversation of which my Ghana yes you can globe ne hunte no and who be here say yes so you be make your stance no clear what I say
na your stand there clear bem na ehwehwe minim clear ehwehwe o ma panyi be no aba say ososo o ma panyi be aso
it goes beyond the say what do no can on the platforms
say a whole president akasa say ono no onsoso sade we so clarity bem na nado kan onsoso JD Amaka onsoso Professor Mills obekan onsoso your man pen dada ko fogo bi sana one onsoso Obi aso so wo me na can the form di
and that's what I'm saying it goes beyond verbal
beyond any idea me de me hu dia mo ka no
0.9
nana me ma me fa manu si ye
on international recognition there and not just verbal
oh okay and I say
it counts
politics na ya polarizing no ya the LGBTQ NDC for opposition wo mo di amanyo sem papa LGBTQ we kan hu bi NMA MP before mu lusu ye kan pa ye nyina enim because NDC for even wo mo ko asen away asen not ana jetikwesin ho no wo mo de ko ye politics wo ho and so NDC for de ko ye politics ba ne nyina kan mo de win seat no ho so that say enu ntina MPP for nso asoja e de egu wo so sa mo so mo keka say di a ene enei mabade a ene mo nye ne tentem na mo pass na esa na chese madada na say awie se na we interview on ramo joint team for jo e ma ne ka say NDC for adada wo mo mo ka ne sa na at that level amanyo asem to amanyo asem ne de wo nyina ho de NDC wo position wo de e etu ene wo ma ba ho so be betwe waginam se wo de a wo ka ye no di so wo mo ya they are right because mo so mo opposition and one am de ye owura Sam George you press conferences upon press conferences but says obenya minister won ka hwe enti eno de amafo no betwe waginam obi so twe wo ba o ye right ba me de me position no ba bia na me gina ne ho na me gina say me hu de enti say ye man so much attention me na me nim wom careless to be honest with you
but this
me yo bi a weekend bia na me tu kwan enye say na me tu kwan bo me gu so efa Accra to Kumasi road de eto da bia the whole of the year na me weekends are made in Nkran ne just 3 me en sape eno kra bia madam fu bia year na year bia na wedding bia me ko but na wo billboard bi si ama saman me twam na da bia me ba na me duru ha me say na here for no me advert kra wo mo mfa no contact no hwe na we de be sit you da bia me twa na me say na billboard we kra so de e de na me nim say your friends adwumako bi no mba be advert no mo share da your machine so de e de CCC kwan wo kwan ho wo mo nka hwe ba hu ahye so de be it tells you something but when me hu ade kro
so no so ye bi de force
one new force de o ye ne nyina ye bi se bi sa na e de be ne e de be sana na eye madwen na billboard no amasamai little did I know say na ye LGBTQ for billboard na neso nti me kwa na minim etu owura Sam George na kwaye we press conference wo motorway no so ena ogina kales na chi ena munam se ye na se billboard we dey say busy amasamai ena mamusa na se we dey LGBTQ for billboard we dey say amasamai eti me kra na minimum kales eti me kra mpo no na minimum enti enya honorable Sam George na kwa press conference anka mehu eti in other words o kra wa mehu what to ade no to me o press conference na kwa en wadwen say bia what the air draw awareness will mount pressure on the government but in other words what's ama me mu bi because me wo nipa bia meji say na wo so te say me wo mu nsu na wo mu nim ti da ga de na me ba bia ye nim hwe
but first of all kra no
so dey say
okay kan ye mra ne ba bi say dey na wo kan already yes ye kasa di tia your first gentleman of the land and so aka publicly
so publicly say
enti bi say o me pa cha o esi wo ageden
sad billboards no na make us so no podi o matutu eno kra de wo me ye wo matutu ni nyina any system hwa ankrofo no
some are still there kasa wo na wo hu
oh ewe he
ebi da so wo
really
not necessarily the point na winim sesi ebi da so
ebi wo there I'll be surprised because say attention no kra do nti o billboard no kra ebi hunti
ebi da you see that said team so the gayism the lesbian that said team no I've noticed something about Omonkomo. Even when we raise a little issue about them, now journalists, assume ni eke mo asemo eno kwa na ye wo mu de.
Eno na kwa na nka me kra me draw dey be because
omo
what's one person manfo nti o manka.
Do you get it?
One person manfo nti o manka.
So the one more the international level more interest. Omo ye interested parties no. Omo kra na eboa wo say the ye ne kwa no fuel one more conversation ni more because for two way no sabi on to me in terms kama despite media say oba beto airtime no or the aba beto ne ho but when there is an issue about them na eba say it was said despite media edi wo ho nkomo and despite media were various platform you have UTV you will need FM you will okay ni ka wo masem so in the morning otini na ye nyina ha ka o meto airtime ye fu on the conversation am whether it is negative or positive that's what they look at
the unpensa woman relevant
yes
discussions anymore so and no na make us say we are giving much attention because society mo yen yintum say yet we say mre ni ho
whether culture
me ba cho yen pass mre bia but enei wo wunua baby say or ware pass baby of reni
if you mansu ya okrum
mansu ya okrum nyame adoma weekend ye invite us say wunua baby say or ware ni yonko ba wo be ko unko because now crowd call be out be ye dia come mansu ya okrum ho no
dem no nko benya kukudura kaza na
ya pass mre bi ya pass mre bi ana yan hye mre bia mimiti wei na me konkokoti a ye se menua ba ma bi memra dwaben asanti dwaben adan a mark wei esimesi o wanya onnyonko ba ma o be ware no eniti mimitu kan free enkran na me nko ya pass mre bia na ba se mra no ye pass yo eti dia make kan say society ni munankasa ye be bia ye wei asa ye nyentumo. My point is we shouldn't give that so much attention and follow the president as I said it then. I'm saying it now. And I science and then I'm saying politics. And then at that level normal, but maybe understanding it remains same. Mean why we are giving it so much attention. Meaning why man so much attention because yet way Ghana for do a ye be patron hwan and nyame adoma weekendi ye ka chen se ni nua ba bia nya no nyonko ba etu wo mo be ware ntu ometena mu a ose ode ahokeka ebeko nipa ne kan kire ne yentie eti etese ye hye no be ni problems ye be hye no by giving it so much attention as a ye for so and as a yan sign se mra na Ghana ye begu no be patron eno de ameni obi anya adwen
okay Magjourney Tenek, minim sienfa jendia no 2 minutes bin so na say. No enkasa Professor Jena no pokwaje my dear no picking the current education minister as the running mate. When your official statement.
No,
but part of conversation.
I don't know why they can. They why they can. Win ama
na no yesi o na ora Julius Debra and na ono so person of away etina na say kura event bi o ho aye ma we ko o yesi e dan ye ho yesi o eye we kura enti no ono so ahire ne ho ko thank you to no obi anso ma no mo indirect ayi campaign ono so
ono so nam wonim ama sa ensem we ni nyina ekoso no akwakọ ese obi aka kire me say me am pe ufo ne nkaten kwan pa
okay
my favorite and now when you salmon yeah they we nam no dey akọ no to say wunya salmon dey akọ no kakra no na wunya kotodwe na we wom za na be pepa it is say obi aka kire me say weekend obe ufo ne nkaten kwan ama me na enu nti ebia won say mema ni bi wo munim to pa ya ga so binim to azi munim to
ofaka
kransa wakodidi na wanya ofufu ne nkaten kwan na wa nkohwe aduane no
wadi ka to bie odi ko fesi okoya nso so
abe okoya fufu ne nkaten so tale soro me just madam fu bi baby kra no ntia ponti me go ja no hospital eti amama ya anwa mo ne meku de kra se me ya anwa mo ne meku
uti kra na yeso ya anwa mo ani mako aka ho mako ni wa be kwa
eti and is for answer me man said they will be prepared before nin katen kwan bi ama me me nya hu eti wo de emesi bi table no so ni ebi wo de
Pachaja conversation 03022 57902 0302 100.9702 Mississippi 0302 259702 afe 0302 24 3540 0302 24 3540 Join me na ye ne komo kakra ora Kamaldin aba intenche ba be hye komo twetwe no ase e ho ye hwe ne mo se eye Roger T.D. Wilson so e ba be kan ye ho e ho live on Lite FM 100.9 we eye me mind me di na ama ANNOH TUFFOUR metina mo awia di ama mamen biama kwafo ora magjerry na yete ninka e de fa issues ahodo a ye betan se di eye emu nkomo enso e wasa kwan no eso no. Hello, good afternoon. 030-2257-902. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. 030225 7902. Yes, yes, also enquire nim elho 0302257902. Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mama.
Okay. Watch out, dinner. You're free.
Only a bama, I jam on one, I make a free dome quabilla. Shababa Ubu, and I do my pa, or the soap of my Ghana, only young grandma, Jerry, Mama, and Yaya, Coca-Cola, by ABC 4 years. Yeah, the ABI, Jojo, and Jessica, chat. Is a call for you. From one very gaga, no tackle traffic, the best show, and yet Ghana and Pesa. Babby Chia, Chama, Osman, and Chama, didn't bro. And Nana, I'm paid the doing that. Young Kano Quare and Jennifer. Me, they be a Mecan and then Mecan or Trail. The everyone was there. MPP is a big political party, whether we like it or not. Yeah, guy, they don't deserve. They should come and contest because I'm going to po. He said, Mr. Aduchum, Ghana Education Service, Obayani Basa, because he's part of Semi from time past. Somebody never because he said, tell me, we are where? Mr. Brian Champo, I also want to go. Everybody have pie because although a national security minister, she's part of it. Yeah, black, papa, and Japan, or also, maybe about warfare, or did you be a camp, and by now, did you be a camp? Come in Japan, so some are going to be ganky, me to be a engineer and another cocoa. Yeah,
100.9. 100.9.
After all the pressure, every 2 years, sister, gay, I'm never there, Over 18 years, Mudico Parliament, Mudico Banano, the same people decide, over Soviet, some of our Supreme Court, they think we are jokes, we are kids. No way, they shouldn't give us a pressure. Thank you.
I said, answer Papa Panorama for François Bassibi. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello,
yes.
Pasha
Wadama Meton, can we deal with your free?
From live from Cantamanto Market, Accra, Ghana. Me ame don pa cho hoye de.
You what to me hoye. Now so eh.
Yo, ye de radiate. Ye go pa de me hoye papa. Obi aka so parliament yom. Talentif wonko a. Na me guy. Yo, oba panta cho ebrenti. Woman organizer, how come to wapa. And Bra Champo, and a delegate echo to a benina. Yes, some go to blue from Papa, whatever president, Papa. It's more to I'm a Bra Champo. National Chamber, dear, but you're on one echo. And a banga, you organize our Papa. You're a Ghana hunting. And Papa, from George. Yeniano, on one edge of my Kukuru, and on Prinso, or your elder, on Prigil, so promote on Prinso. I want that there on our party about our minister. But then you drink away on your good at Roka. Hey, we have been rural. But all your head and don't Prinso. I said the head and go to you. I said you won't drink away. And then take the last one. I come my MP before our parliament. I think I say, and yeah, you can't Mako be 50. Yet I down yet. Now, Tabonieti, a control banner, Brian Temple, Vinia. But I can't become Brian Temple, I'm a MP quite the 2 minutes. And yeah, impressive with 20 baby. Now, the Plateau, Baumia, or yes, I know it didn't last 4 years, last year, the Plateau, no, direction. And then I won't get I saw that change before the you don't cut the year. Only I'm going to my Baba.
Okay, so that's Papa. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Onyame aso ni nka ho.
Enka so be me na.
The firm what is shaba na ebo su. Ma me say, yami shira fa mu nyina. Na incoming national chairman, 2 million rand na bin kese jombo do. Ola mu be shawo kunsi. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no na ba sami we aso mo kan nyina no ti na sopam. OKFM, NIT FM, UTV, Hello FM. Media for nyina da mo se. Say ye share ye hihye ase. Na mo so mu nyina mo timi attach because Ghana have for NDC MPP. And it's a party ni antimi so na nyina na so. Na ye no mo na shebe ban fancy ni a na o ma no aka akire. Ti the American say Magdalene kan ye no. Ye ni a ye free radio so any opportunity say NIT FM say no. Can your candidate bet me aye because so what concerns one can say here, Meno Casana, Nippon Numa, your friend, woman, cabinet ministers. Yamaya, my idea, and Dr. Bewini. Now we need and come on upon here, and Timas Remo. Let your boss, dear Swamika, or the man Jago for Yansano, or Montpellier Kufado, Yansano, or what a Cobam Pressa. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Yadika Tonovi across the nation or across the country. And to t-shirt ni people so baby and to Ghana for Ghana because we are candidate you don't come back Ghana for to mount apart from intelligence rods we are military leader we turning who are civilian because you refuse we keep on having currency and you must see you na kabe na nuasa na miansa aba yakoto me bo IGP ni chile minister baso so mu na ye party form pen for ye sa asundia diom abuano ombeka chile enti macho we macho trafie na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye to parliament massive na 2029 yeni union and this body say German penny be ye you dey akodru bia no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia rabat waso am yakọ animu ni na same ku kan sembi was aye boafo
okay. Yeah. Good answer. From Somras. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. 0302 257902. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
Yes, Mukaila Jonas ni.
Okay, what you mean to?
Mimi aba mamifa kwenye na michia Magdere. Anyone one kasa analysis na moye no fact very deep and worth emulating. Mamifa kwenye iso michia Dr. Brian Champon. Yesi afani afa enka na nchese babi from bede afa anko. Nti delegates enche bia ebrene beso. Yenkoshi na nyonyam na ombedi ye party na nim. A few of them, Michia Dr. Okufu Kwabena, incoming General Secretary Papa, Dr. Kwabena Okufu, Otapakamuba, or none of which we have a match if you quit it. A party of Kujina Pomponsua is here. Minyaba Ghana for Miss Remo, Ipamachopa, Sam George, any your mama, Sami Jenfimo. Ani do muka ka ho ye ka LGBT sem ya yen tia di omudi yen di omudi yen pipi ni mampini da da kofoado e do manka Sam George kasaya ko kan say Jomama will have no excuse or will have no peace if he refuses to sign the LGBT bill into law. It is na ye second year mu ne ye wei anti biana ye ra February and Ghana for constant and demand the accountability and for your mama mean NDC for because I catch them with pay over 4 years pay or bad or pan or their mind be faso and then so say or the 24-hour economy mean you have a 3 shifts 1 job 3 shifts automatic teachers and nurses placement we school are automatic na afoul and then nurses and teachers or one that yen, or one did not that through to me, and now also over for million government. But come the ministries here, over agriculture ministry, 4 directors, equivalent to ministerial position, as Kotio Mujeti minister. By a man, Akufo-Addo expanding ministerial, I don't know what the propaganda so much so, but who call a payroll this one, or more no for Jakutia HM Penny that Akufo-Addo time. Ghana for your sorry. Ghana for your sorry, Panian starting and demanding a source for civil society organization. This is the time we have to demand for accountability. Because what in a bar, a beji, a bengano, your second year, nurses, teachers are home. And a lot of juicy promises on the my and if you don't like this, he can become who cause purchasing power team at the form. Yakoyanasi by it. Ghana for more sorry what in the MPP, a Kasi and there solutions to this country. Who bought social intervention program since 92, Yen Ghana for NDC cannot even boast of just one. It's been about Yankopon Shroud.
Okay,
no Shroud by a Saturday, and your soon be a day, your Fremo MPP, and your Hoye, and your Mushabakuna Kunyata, a copre. We need the Yendi Chi, near support young candidate, so 2028, the better, and we have one Mapa, free SHS, and free maternal house, NHS, Yanni doing in Abaye.
Okay. Amen. So. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Nana.
Yes, sir.
Afternoon.
Afternoon, baby. Now. You who are doing now, swear.
Yamia Dumo, Bolos, new Mikasa Mokovi.
Oh, but no means you.
Yamishra will be near my farm, Yaribo, my Ghana, only my Jerry. Maybe I might meet you. Manyanya Quanya, and I'm Amencia, you're a Japan, Papa, I will be a Michiao. Any alan ko jochire mantin ena former dental MP ya wabi asamwa michia omu na na onyin to ya omu mami mi so bi ka se LGBTQ na ma MPP yelusu ya mi bolos mi tun mi ka se ni pa no ka no su ntanto o chantro na mami ye wo man we mu ena ya MPs 137 na dodo na say eye keno foriata yam keno kenchina ani paso onu an ye obetra so eduru ba bia na ye leaders no kasa kire omo ntie entimi dia ka me ko ye leaders omo we ka omo nyina ye dissolve omo nyina including ba umia mo nyina o bia na ni pofo no mra because omo na ye wo mu sese ano mami Chembra na do we bu my chembra na ni pepe no man mu edin ye ka se papa de ekoi enye oso eno na mepe de ekoi enye oso eno na mepe na MPP mu no kesi are de mame enye bete to ahu se de obi ara no ase aye hwe ye wura ba umia na no kasa wo se me hwe obi odi na chi na nto aba mfanti obi odi na chi didi atem nto aba mfanti ano wahe obi di wachi kakasa enya ka chen se MPP ye de empesa ye nya ne sa na mom nka ho mma me ka se obi di wachi no didi atem an hwe sa ni pa no so ma ye de ye nto aba mfanti ano da bi esi da ben to mo ba be bu o man no mo be trans what di would 8 good years nyame aboa o nyame aboa wanya opportunity di 8 years masa ko no obi so mbra kwa unpesa ubekọ ina na ma MPP ajija ya MPP aye no kwa ba umi ampesa obetela sima ka kan muni aso mo bekọ na ka mo yenya new faces no wahu yewo MPP yewo domo buzia na dankwa tesi ayi koyi domo ni be na wom apart from baumia domo ni bi anim suwati ase enti at least ka nya ke nya domo ni bi wo mu a nkono su kra no ye tono na anya ya next ayide no se la obesa sa abadiem se se no wo a obedi voice 8 years no wo na wo ye domoni wo mu usuzu ya ma o chance am wo device so what you say enti obi nka so obi nta ba umia wo masa wanya 8 years ade awia ko because MPP we have the men there were men ayo men ma wo fio I don't think na chenchera wa wadi 8 years wo no yes na ma wo tan ko biom for what reason tabi editing amasa yo ho ye we na aba no enti mama MPP akọ relegation no musa leadership ye dissolve mu nyina mu free ho mu free ho kodua from pon mu nyina ye mu nyina free ho na MPP esra be fa do to man pampra esra
okay
Sorry. Men are your secretary Japan. The papa will you know your
One is enough from some Rasivia.
Tell you before you saw Ama. Yamisha on your farm, your wife.
Amen. No chance. Hello, good afternoon.
About him, a great Yamiasundri and
Council.
The more basso. A Juma on Magdalene Moody and my desert media. No more more than papa. Now, many about Mestre MPP delegates. Saturday, Ubenya, Aquacoto, Abani Binise, Okotoa Bana, Waba Mayra Kedi, a compare a Japan. Any part Ghana, Mebu is to Frenum, any part and Ma Efreno, Carpenter for second Canembra, Mrs. for second, Ubi almost said Adintina Canembra, almost say, I don't know the only politician, why among yourself, our Ghana. No one yesika, no this can be and you mama Ghana Mebu Enya. The only politician here, Ghana Mebu, Ako Lebanon, or the Botomusika, Ako phone for Lebanon buy, not your man, Bino Ghana, your ministers were, your vice president of Ghana, almost here, so almost yourself one day. Jet Ghana, America, Japan, almost your ordinary Botomusika, $6 million, AC Cardio Center, Ejacha, or mine Ghana. I won't fast walk or mine coffee, and could a bush for and call him Maho, put me so or drink or man or drink or my daching. Onipa or see or ba, I be baby, you are gonna Mebu and a Bia, say Ghana, you are gonna ha, and can you say if I get a to go and Amone, another Lebanon, Yakoka and Semo, near the effect and your year more. Ghana for the MPP, the Mupeta one dear. The only person who did Ghana for Musa or can of cry or among your same area candy, a compare at Japan. Usan Mua Unobia, the MPs are since 1992, Ghana for a year MP or Ghana, saving at those who be a way a Mama Macocampona and can unemployment and a swati, Ghana Mobu Energy, or Paris of Omunias Ghana, no Dakota 9 hour on it. No, Dr. No, Prafo, no, get some to our name. I didn't say American can the Akota quite a point. No, all see all, no, the Numapa, never when you get Nagana for us on the message in the room. And friends said only be part anymore. Munak for no more, and as of my player 20, not a month per year. Ghana for the man from Madia, and no opposition, but watch it because you ask them quite a Ghana for. We know that a dollar air 10 series, and no fool at your same. And he said, there are Pampade, the Moko be a Ghana for some pepper, a campaign of the Cafa dollar no, a campaign with Macafa economy no, Tana Mutuacano, Multiming Catadia. Then the first year of Twaba, and you can be a partner, Ghana for extreme Nipa, more than a bar, almost Sabanama, almost a Mumpe. Delegate, we are delegate, I mean, delegate.
Okay.
We are MPP, our party, yes. Saturday, what about Sapana? Number 1, 2 near Queen.
All right.
On our watch, incoming national chairman for MPP. Pepper, on a kind of training, I'm a credit, adding good in Yaman Count.
Amen. On council, so 0302 25 7902 0302 24 3540. Hello, good afternoon.
Free program now. We are looking at Hawaii. Now, yes, yeah, hello.
Yes.
But I said, what the ama?
Yes, sir. Why say?
No, be bold. Me so me de kwame.
Me de nana man not tuffour.
Aha. O ma mu ha onim say yan wo me menda ska no kra obenya but hu yan kese.
E da so.
Ya me nshira no nya okese.
Amen.
Na me fa we fidie so. Abo abanwe abaso wade ba ko. Mini abatema ha na me wona tema oil refinery. Na me ta ka ho asem papa. Na omo ba ye company no a start adwuma wo mo ye nti me ba mo abaso. Na bebia mini ababia ma wo bia so ya me nka no. Me say o first color no be kan bibi fa yewura Canada Japan. Na oye madam nti me dia che no. Ghana for ta na yete. Obi di 7 hunu tire obi. No bi ka bi tire na. Ya ji onipa no onye. Omaya yete ni yempe no kureka. Mini aba me yakwala asem koye bibi na obi bro me na me kokwa tire me maame. no we be some say watch them we there edo onipa no 15 year no bro yewura Canada Japan onam eno hie obi a no di natem mumpo ono an ye de ne beko me say me catch them crofo ye nto abem mo bia on bob brother won de won anu a na mo de abetna ho o take won mu a ejina wo MPP mu nyina no obi empata yewura president mama o ma ye de sum mfie 9 Ghana for pam no okotena fie mfie nwotwe wasaba nti ya mukasa mama nkasa bia MPP nsamba yempa ni fo na wo mu anye wo mu ne o mayi na ka wo mu ye wo mu ne o mayi akenye ni ye ka bia na o mu nti me the delegates me catch them ye mu binum ye di party ye since 1992 ya kasa ma party ya wo mu ba ya de a wo mu bi ye e komo e de ye mini aba me ba ye national service o gapoa me ne me ba to me ko tena ho na gapoa fo apon agya ye me you last 2 years let us am the call Jubilee House 7 years ago I registered ye pa ni nipa ho this am say MPP penin by and otum si me yase NDC college any MPP college and a better tremere na me sorry na mo abu ye kwase ano masa akoto abade amamo say wo ye delegate na wo tie me ye because omo ebu aban fin wo twe no omo de yen ko ha wo omo me komo de yen omo ma ho kire yen de manum wie school adwuma no ba na omo aton omo amboa yen nti mo nto aba no maka na de Japan ene yewura aboate agako ni aba wo ni amenye adwuma
ya dance papa me fa ba ko ntwa to na yemra studios say hello good afternoon
my head
yewra o
me di ke kira o fe obosuma se kuapim pam prem me no ka se di me won sound baby a no don pre tutu no some MP tutu no na me just say ma mi hu ye
yehu adom me hu ye
yo ma mi nche nyankopon che mi che no na mi nchia Ghana man penini nyansani aho sedia John mani mahama gonja dishe ichiano bia majeri obia mi so studio table was sensory majeri mi chiao ke chiao ho feni mami me de mami fan fi ate MPP delegate tiemia mi sewo mu mi nye MPP ni de mu ntuma baumia misrauma omuntuma baumia muntunu bum manu bai na ese wia na omda na omwe campaign obaba yenu na yehye na yeko yenim nji mi so muntuma no omukoto bi foforo de want to petetu enti omuntuma baumia na baumia ntan nko wenu mamu mami ge atemu ayekan enya di emeka se meso so na mum abuya bia bewi me kura anya me yose kwaku ni ntanhye sika na onno MPP fuo mimi nim ni entia aya omutisa se ayebu apayo se ne ominim adi ayeke ye papa ku fuara besomo beso ni tumi ayi adini wiye ama MPC ni nyina ya adini tum se enyemra ye di adini koma ye papa ku fuado se won sai keke MPC so won yo afam dio okwa bani se maye mfadi ni mra ye papa ku fuado office enna ye di decide sa ma obi da court besi ne ye huni pa kwede court enna adwo sana omu jaw okoye etu ye MPP kola anyway en kaze de oka hu asem kura me se sie ye hu adwuma de koma mahama enna mahama so on saya me kechire me ye de museke atia mi party because amamu papa mahama bui namu beye nyema bi ediabe crossonu ena na mu akobeka no se $10 LCD abedu next week no abeba be se HCD
okay
fuel na mu akoye driver ni se fuel ni yati so se boom away enye ofe na wuche ba o mi ansam di MPP ni mu na ye nto ba so me president Ghana ha aba boni be na Ghana fuaye tebio atiti kwa woni ushikwa do kuna se shire ni se abe enina bi wo bai na dollar no odija mahama was no be fana he oba be kone ya he ono so economic misaya uko to adi ne kenti ni wachina be kone ye 20 cedi
mo
na kana fose yo kakaka ye on kwasum na nyamincha di na ye bai ya betutu ne makama sia ɛyɛ nneɛma bebree hɔ yɛatete so MPP fo na ɔmo mpɛ sɛ ɔmo ti bi so ɛna ne Ghana yɛ dedede na sɛ woyɛ MPP ni na wei nyɛ wo so sɛ ba ɔmea bɛdi ɔma nsu bi a nyame mfa wobɔ ne nkyɛ wo da na akorɔfo wei no yɛhu mu bio mekyia me yerenom nyinaa.
Okay. Ombeto nkan dance papa yen for free media ni nyina ensi ewa ha saying live on Native FM 100 na we eye me maintain Owura Ibrahim Kamaldeen enso ewa ha me share nim say Roger TD Wells eba be kan ye ho in the course of our conversation na jamada mansem a egup no so no ye share chance into eho anamon Kamaldeen ma hai
me juso
ye de haye eni ebutu wona wonam kwan.
Okay. Baby aboko.
Eradiase.
Maminchia amasama constituency for any MPP for omotie me and nyomo hwe me wo mo social media handles so se nyame aduma ye nyina ye nim nia ewo ye nim come Saturday we na ebesre say campaign activity no there nia wo say yanka bia na amanfo aka na this is the 11th hour. Delegates at all the 5 candidates in India. But Yamesrani said about one day, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the best person Olidia Ekunde for 2028 Ebeboy.
Oh, okay.
So Mesre every delegate or TME will be bia or Tuaba come Saturday say Mumayan Tuaba. Emma Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Enti eno na mesre etie for ni ahwe for say omundi sai djuma no ma because so we call election na we call election say udi obi a we call present na ne ho eni asem bia sa candidate na epe yempe candidate a you have a lot of baggage to discharge. You see come Saturday nyebesi ni say delegates are ready to first and make it that statement say obi bia owo asase we sunu anyone deserves the second chance. And in the Bible mokra na Christo sumukra no mo ade am friend born again. There's a story of the prodigal son.
I don't count.
What say?
Don't count.
Oh, some say Christo sumu. There's
some word yeah.
Say Christo sumu remember Islam so that is where I belong. Me am Kremoni.
Okay.
What you say it's a meka that is the basis meka and ebia in a way connotation. There's a born again meaning any panel aye bibi and a wasamba nyame nchen meboa. And the story of the prodigal son so our Bible we all know. The bottom line I remember these examples in and say any pabiano there's a turnaround obia. And yeah MPP tradition what this analogy say and yeah large Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kwani nipa or seek the second chance say or person uncle bio. And the data out there crash will say even in the NDC party Krano, they've given people the second chance. Okay, after 2016, there's a interviewer, Ibrahim Mama, a year crash that is President Mama family. If you listen, some kafa President Mama and egu ebusiano hufi to the extent say on person muntuni for crash a more contestibio. But NDC for some man opportunity. Why not to say here? Anka ebi abusuafo no egina so didin dis omo pinimo on contest here and omo man that second opportunity minjin dis ya kasa sese anka ebesa ebi anka we former president the address no but why former president wasanya kwenya na samba back asan be current president inti ye best delegate say omo hwe eno no omo ngina so no omo to aba
be come on dey patch me ntwa wano meje wano see is it necessarily say I was see a man will be second chance or on a larger perspective, no NPP as a party, I share name as a candidate. Obey to me, aje power for more come 2028. Because I said, the common conversation I say, your tradition, no, I say will be in Koba, Kopeno, and when near Janoho, and who here say was say, will be Koba, Kono, and when near Sansoman, the Quine View, even there was so called third term crown. Your party no and she say Emma Quincy. Is it necessarily giving somebody the second chance or it goes beyond that as far as more party system near concerned?
You see, as someone make kind say your man a second chance or no bet me a boy and I win it to me. Because the aim of a political party in United is a open political power. Man can say you're repeating the keke for the fun of it, say you're repeating. you repeating it because ono no betumi akwaje to me. And the instances so me ma on say, they repeat to omo biom no nyina. Finally omo kwaje to me, you know. That's the aim of the political party. And omo achieve sa aim no. Enti se wo ye nipa no esinche na okofo obi fufuro eba. Ni ton no be ye din. Aim na edda political party so say obi achieve political power. Ebe din say obenya.
Enti ya na mo aim no eye say mo ko first time munya ne mo second time they mo present say nipa no amunya.
No, but that man can say that is the aim. Me see the aim.
No, I'm asking now.
No, the aim of a political party is say obe win political power. But say who call election, who is either say obe win and obe lose. Okay. But in the case say who lose, but who win say you change candidate. Candidate na na ediko. Who share near AC from 92 United, but unless with the unfortunate death of former President Mills in power. What I say? Then this wouldn't have contested. Omu failed obi to contest him. President Kufuor 204 obi an contest no. Meboa. President Anado Subaye obi an contest. When we need then we have to repeat you. That is near America. All that nebesi Saturday America ne say. Saturday delegates can make a statement say. Aside say, Mika said they have to give second chance. Omu can make it a statement of say election na ye no is collective responsibility. Yen nyina na ye election no. Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia edi enim. Say enne ye obiara se yemfa ye defeat. Emfa nkosia Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That means we are not fair. Me amitwe me a constituency officer. Ye were polling station executives ewo ho. Ye were electoral area coordinators ewo ho. Council of Elders, patrons, omu nyina obiara contribute. And it means that nemes bisan say enti election ya ye koye enanka MPP wini ya. Ojiri se anka Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia betime abegina ho akase ono nko na ema ye wini election. Anka wo a wo ye polling station executive no, wo be feel say one acknowledge u effort na wo ye wo polling station area. So wo ye coordinator wo be feel say juma na wo ye wo electoral area no, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebu nimtia. Who constituency officer who be share ejumadin a wo ye de wini power na nanka Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be ka say ono nko na ye ejuma na ye wini anka wo be di yaw but eba defeat there obiara se yensesa baggage no emfa nko so Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia but ne ya ne say nyomo ka this kind of say yemfa blame no nyina nko ma Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. They were also part of the government. Make part of the government. So we are minister, we are government appointee. Also now we role I was on play role be na play here. So role no play ni ya ebi anka edu kunumdie ebae. Ebinum ewa election contest we mu. A omu kra omu constituency, omu vote so eti ba form. Ebi mu kra constituency ye lose seat no de ma NDC. And so ene omu say blame ni nyina ye fon come Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So come Saturday, their delegates say they are going to tell them say no, if it is good and all of us will share it, if it is bad all of us must also then and share. And another thing too is that it is time Saturday delegates echo catch a month for say to amba ama Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so that in future the party ni ya adema wa was say on show gratitude tree enase right so obedase in that when you saw there are month for through say party ba power omunya contract omuebusuafo nya contract but until one day so makotena radio station and TV station so aka say oh MPP ba ye de misumi nya bi but ebi misumi boa party no mo kan de ahye party na ni monyam but omu kan say omu de omu boa party no just every time de omu boa party no but to whom much is given much is expected say ebi a party no eba power and ejina so ma o yire nya $100 million contract no oyimu 1 million ebi na okoto car na oto moto eche ema party enya de a wo so be dede asif so onu eboa party no chem party no eboa no because the party it me am $100 million contract me too and can party no ma $100 million worth of contract million cedis worth of contract and me ya ebi anka me contribution amasama constituency and na me contribution the greater Accra region no, would have been massive by yentisa assembly. That is what delegates are going to end on 31st January. That next time so ye ba bemu na se unya sa opportunity come and sit on radio and thank the party so that ebe encourage ebinum so. The other thing are delegates omu ko stop it on Saturday. Esuni say omu ko stop it tribal and religious bigotry. And then he said the man a year running political party ebinum eka nsem say we free her we dom sum wenti on fata say ye de be call delegates ko catches amount for say MPP a national party and ye tribal party say ye tribal party and a be will be free different tribe join and a go to abetiana and they will be abeti as I say group A na your madia can with their other no abedom. What I say and then say NDC go in election. You don't expect say obe whom you and but say MPP ya dear. Can say that me bo party communicate move from me. Na me join the me bia na ma bet na kasa bo party. Na ochina me modern bonti na me see me ko contest position bi. Na obi sorry ejinam say because kama en free her this part of the country to unqualified so obe contest election. That would be unfair. Me tell America say bia wo ba e wa broche as at the time America say me tell America say bia wo chase contract and out ejuma mu na wo ye ejuma me kasa na ochina eye ma party na me be contest bia o see by virtue of me religion or me tribe unti I don't befit say me contest and no na delegates echo ende one of the things I mean but me to say Mark Jerry kasa ni bia ye kan no in fact it may come back to hunters. You are marginalizing some section of Ghanaians as if say they don't belong. Ochina, when we go, you kojino omwenim. Now omo boy ya power echre say. Aden ene de mo ba yenim. Abeka chere say yanto aba emamo. Sana mo say yenya Ghanaians ana yanka ho. What I say? Ana yemu ba ko a oka mo ho. Or contest election. What did na teme did ni iratem. Affect yenyina. These are the kind of kasa e was say yenhwe. Yenye very
kasa no mo ba ko yes aspirants ni be together with our campaign team members and supporters in Yakwa no waka Dr. Bamiano was say we economic messiah economic messiah so mo hwe na pen so said na economy no esiagija. There's another one a worker so ne pen so no a vice president ya no that economic management team na no o say wache dollar no e de na kwa akosie e na watu punum e de safana ma the then IGP into dollar na enkobio no ma bo ha che ne se onhwe se na pen so bia na dollar na kwa akoduru as compared to the statement na oma so as compared to mansema akeka ya is per the team ni nsem a wo make omoka based on this internal election year abaye hu ene ma me so me den meyi ehwo e de e kire wo they also recently ba ko masande abetum ye said Dr. Bami akoka say what the wonya kwant na akunya ne so se flag bearer na elidi to na dwuma obeye na eboa obedi mampani no odi ono so beboa de akisofo aye nhyehyɛ no manya kwan akɔ Israel ni bi sɛ de ye wo yenuane mosemifo abra no wonya kwan ekomeka ene so so no tribalism kro ye eso so raise issue e de free ho.
You see, first and foremost, may I acknowledge you say not even the United States and a presidential candidate e kabibia in the manifesto and otimidiso. President Trump ebano no so best stop Russia and Ukraine war within a week. We brew 1 year. Still other American president. So if a government at the manifesto ba na went me in the ebiso, there is no way President Mama Otisu bibia waka when manifesto obet me diso. In fact, so far we are failing with the 120 days promises ni na wama we failing. Ebini say obet stop galam say all forms of small scale mining in 120 days in see teacher Dabre pass then wo your promise omo in see but he's still the president of Ghana. That is because manifesto they said it to be 100% fulfillment and not possible. And to say nyama bi wo hona Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eka. Na who use against you to the extent say eno na meka ebinum etwi omo ho kra frig abanum as if say they were not there. Na ebinum ya cabinet ministers so. Omo kotena cabinet and na omo ka. One of the posts Manase Troye na say ya no see there were 137 members of parliament. Anka baako ana mienu a omo contest no miansa be members of parliament. Omo twi omo ho free e-levy mu a anka yan pass. Omo tine mu ma pass here. One of the things I affect here unim Emma President Mama di ye campaign promise you to know say oba obe ye free ho e no omo di nachi. Anka mu miansa na twi mu ho anka yan pass anka na onka say yan for blame no enkoma Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But ne one say said the omo criticizing the then government no. If you say me who say and if one of them comes to lead this party a person on catch him say or call into the next election obey ye MPP achievements in in chain no but fresh no call into that election. Is that possible? We share from 208 you lose Abano from 209 part of campaign yeah how every MPP communicator crowd catching so on kanyama or best starting the health insurance by Metro Mass free maternal school feeding Estati Kufuor time, yeah, that's who can ebe pimene. Nanado, free SHS, Odibaye, one district, one factory, ambulances, Sanyamo Wenina, we will still use it. President Mahama Olusegun 2016 election, still using the track record to let Ghanaians see the need. Why I say he's still the better alternative. At a point, Ghanaians etienne because Osankom the other policies and Odibeji to me. And there is no way any candidate can lead MPP today. Our Beka also on you see the track record of Nana Bawumia administration and going to that election because also you sir, what you are clearly telling Ghanaians is say who crowd you to Sabina Feli. Now Sabina Feli there, what's your basis? Because Ghanaians are going to assess this current NDC government with the previous MPP. No more looking like okay, is there vast difference? And I know okay, we thought say MPP mpo amboni humo din sa omo de no kra eye. So hwe President Mahama ye 3 years of doom so. And yes sir, eno na Ghanaian hwe eno mo to abatia no. But eko enim e bia Ghanaian say something na ho certain assessment. Eno mo feel say no, me yemfa ne mbra. One of the things Ebua President Mahama has to do with the marketability. Obianim. Uhwe tama President Mahama eba political scene from MPship, deputy minister, vice president, acting president, substantive president. Such a person, you cannot tell me say people don't know him. What I say with the kind of clout and longevity. And now Uyi President Mahama the same China among 5 aspirants, Obia ni ho ani marketability. Edu Dr. Mahmoud Bami. Obia ni ho. Last meeting one aspirant be any video and I'm more popular than Dr. Bami. Ona kasa mi nimse ni fie nkra no. Omu nji sa akasa ni. Onu kra o kanupo na no na eka ba na dream kra onim se enye no kra.
E come out in kasa workers aspirant be candidate a wo mo ho. So omu refi omu so omu nyina wa amanyoko ni mu o. We refer wo mo say they should be careful because come Saturday after say about one ewie no. Kese na dem anim ne 2028 and more opponents be you see omu anumu kasa no maka no e de ye campaign etia mo a. And na make bisa say from 1992 considering the 4th Republic till now. And yes, Saturday in Kwane the very first time our NPP Samanyoko eba be contest to say no way yi won candy for. Does that mean politicians you don't learn because they have track record? There are a lot of niema e dia dance the AC ne ye bi AC penya I wasn't kamunyemu esu ehunu e niema mienu. Is it that politicians don't learn and they are bro a deliberating namoye?
Well, you see, I can't say politicians don't learn because misumi here politics. We learn. Men Shakespeare will tell you men grow wiser by day.
Yeah.
So definitely, but you see, in MPP one of the things that Ediania, and I think going forward after this primary, party now was saying no shepa. Where some people feel like say they are Brahmins, Brahmins are in the Indian caste system. No, they are more categories. Brahmins are untouchable. They see themselves as supreme.
Okay.
And there were downtrodden people who serve the Brahmins. In MPP, no, people feel say they are there. They are the untouchables. Hold the party to ransom. They can say whatever they want to say. Yeah. So once you run a political party like that, where some people feel say they are more superior to others, it doesn't bring cohesion. Because any politics in Tiana Grace Ayekwe, say a former vice president, Obibet me kasa. Actually, said honorable Kenneth a former vice president, a state's property, state in that born home by, but because we decided this all contest, in MPP currently, one of the things that Ekosu and Nunamika said we need to streamline. Ukakano no we have a culture say na uba daben. Political parties say do uba daben and the Obimbie na nunka polling station executives because bebre. And then 92 no almost start here.
No.
And so omo koto aba. Me say me two way. Me start in 92. But me koto aba. Me a constituency officer. And in future I'm aspiring to go higher. And it's how that's what catch me say. Me bad dabenya. It means party you don't want growth. And this is the party yenim say within constituencies. E wo mo ayet me catch say yenye membership drive. All the political parties do it. Why do you do membership drive? Because who feel say ekwa yenim ebi mo anya 18 years. E wo say onkotwe omo embeka ho. If and then Ukotrin will be away 18 years, 4 years or 5 years to come. Now we're building the home. Now we're doing baby or to me contesting for a position. Now see because we know didn't buy anti on Fata or Badaben. This kind of case young fan running political party. It means you are stifling growth, you are stifling development. Sa kasa na eya kasa amanfo bebre edi hu ya. It is one of the things I will say yan stop it. Uhwe race aye. Ebinom ka na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba da ben. Kasa ni bi kro mutimi cut to the extent say eya tem didi kra ma party no. Because who ti ho obi a wa be running mate ama o party. Wa be vice president ama ye. Who da so ti ho e bi say oba da ben. To the extent say a former appointee of the government edmi catch say oye slave wa besum wasum ewie was onko. Is it a kingdom? Is it a lineage kind of contest na yako? Say yasa na muka de timi muka che ye mu bebre say eni da so ni ho ma ye.
Kamaldeen we dia wo kan say bia e wo say mo hwe na mo ni kunsan de ne ho na mo working on it. We say bia mo be ye no educational form say mo be kasa ma na top party money trim say such kasa no ediwe nipa bi hunhum ene wo mo tu ho acha o mo do party nim tie anya famfidi wa. Is anything wrong with my constitution ni bi? Because any more menya sure say obi fiti preko pa na oka probably obekan clause ni bi wo ba bi o mo constitution ni mu ebe ma ne kwan so that obe chance akasa say.
You see, constitution in the problem.
Okay.
The constitution of Ghana against armed robbery, forms of crimes. But say Ghanaians that's here. Meboa. By no interest you blame the constitution. That's why you chiwa. Now I'm running YD. And the constitution no ewo ho. Say yen na party ni national in character. But any panika sanction no never deter because the aim of punishment in say it must be punitive. Say I was say then there should be deterrence. Say muye dua a serve as deterrence. Deterrence ni say obi hwe near two way a misumi repeat it. But if people speak now omo get away with it then it means obi so eti obi feel so okay. Hwa enura minim say no say 2 days ago so Kobine Japan videos are circulator. Why he's saying say we have to start calling the bluff of Honorable Ken because he's fond of making or you see where be like harsh statements or you see where it be as Mirefi because it has gotten to him. You know the nature of Kobine Japan, very calm, but there's an idiomatic expression say you see even a worm will react because a worm is seen to be a calm animal, but piano to some extent that naturally it will react. Good. So say yet na one person can hold or kabibia he gets away with it. Then other people feel say Otimika say obi anya bema obia. So at a point somebody will also say okay if that's the case then we'll all go because obi aso nya bema obia. Yes sir. It means law na wo hanke wo say apply no. The superior authorities that is where they need to come in. What I say and no newspaper headline be me who the source. Say Honorable Ken see that Bawumia life fiasco he won't apologize. Why won't you apologize? Wako kasem as penia or a man for mudi wechi. In the party you are a huge personality. I won't come and sit here and deny say you are not a personality. We are huge in the party because me were party num and there are people who are looking up to you. Even though I don't support you, but I won't come and sit and demean you. Say now what me fuck camera susu. What did the former vice president at? Then now no more shifted the goalpost say he stands to benefit. And I say I gave one of the supporters the analogy that if a child obi ni bako committee murder and oko bokrona yet me kochini maame say because of nyama na wako wi ano ni maame na stand to benefit. Is that how the law works? So who identical twins na bako committee crime will you go and arrest the other? So be try said whether through fingerprint through eye to be able to differentiate nyoko this how we know na oni need. Say na sansan ke beka so mo identical ye chi ba akoko shem kra na ye hu nyoya is still fine. But because asentifo assembly be sent na mo bia won na ye tudin. Enti say enipa ne nkan ya e na wo abedidi na tema. The gentleman and honorable thing na wo be ye ni say I'm sorry I got it right. I was misled and I'm misinformed. A sitting president cry ya misinform omo. Ebinum free abemu wi a na omo abehu say o nyama bi wo ha ya kika kire omo. But now you too late. It's normal for people to be misinformed because say normal in politics no ebi mo selfish interest inti oba be ka bibi fufuru a kire so that you either sack obi and now obetan enipa so that oni benya akwenya. All these things happen now, and that's what I'm saying. That come Saturday, all this kind of politics, you know, the delegates and they want to vote for a candidate. They feel safe around him. A candidate, Omunim said, he's smart even in the face of difficulties, in the face of vitriolic attacks. You know, he still keeps his composure. That is about politics. Yeah, Ghana to be a leader. And now aside akukudro, you must come with certain values. Yentimi nkasa o akukudro nti utimi kasa anyhow yamfa akonyama na undi amanfo anim. No, because you should be a shining example for your followers. If so who peninu na okasa sa, say me who follow and me kasa, who them call me to order. So me catch say I learned it from you. Say who akukudro. I'm learning that akukudro from you. But what sort of akukudro na me free? Aside that, I have to be circumspect because presidency, presidency comes with diplomacy. When Maduro, when America, president, and you talk to your neighbors anyhow, because who are kukudronti, you speak anyhow, or your ministers, you talk to them, you insult. When resignation crisis started, he too government, it will bring your government down. There are certain places a military takeover because of resignation hit government. Soldiers were forced to move in. So we say, I didn't know if kukudrotimi solve and no moment add that into a negative impact on you. So this is what we are telling delegates. Mumbwa na yema ya party no discipline and bim. I'm not for me to because I know what could you not do no the discipline. How can an indiscipline bring discipline? How do you use indiscipline to bring discipline?
Akama dine wo musa wo catch delegates ne de wo mo enye de. Penifo say achia nsuemu ye. Ya wo 4 days. And 27th. Ochina ukuda wo ho. Ya woda yeda. Until you need for 3 solid days. Come out in. Nipa omunyina presa can be a DBA. So biano na form. Ubi any year. Ubi su any ne baby and a entry year. Now you have the opportunity. Obaka so mo chance yate e wo ho ntina medi kan bu be ne se. A chance emu ye. Na the akeka de kwen afo amiensa na aka no. You have the opportunity. What can you tell them? Megidi se wakoye ni pay. So wo hunu say bia within the next 3 days ya kai. Obi chance take responsibility for the actions. I want a kasa bi o kan no oje atum say okay no kwasem. Ye koye ni mu ni ye nyini. Kasa bi amekan ye hu se nyina amwa. Mabeti anse se ye to aba ne wie memenda ye nwie as a political party. Bigger fight ne wo ho. Iti no meti taifwe me hwe me kasa mu ye ntimi so me eje mo se mo so me hwe mo kasa mu ye. Ne mo masere mo se we ni ntina me pese delegate ni ntoma me ntimu nyina no so fantom me a o will tell sir aspirant no aka no e wo mo kasa ne o mo actions
me that say Professor Jakum aoba PCFM mo despite group ha
Open
Jakum professor o chere me level 3 and the linguistics say in apology the key word in apology is sincerity. So the apologizer and the apologizee, there must be sincerity. Say me fun, not say me be power cho. Let me see. Mark Jerry say me be power cho.
And I say me power cho.
And I say me be power cho. It means me ankasa no me know me who ya. So the person now wa offending no, and me na me ba bet na power cho on the person's behalf. On ankasa so often present mama opan cho. So how comes a wa from Dr. Baumia dia opan cho. So he must show that sincerity. Say over the period, Makika Nyama be during the course of this campaign, maybe in 3 years. But if he's still having that conviction, I won't come and beg on his behalf. Nyamet me aye nyawoka say me the various platforms I me on social media, me your life na man for ba. Ye koini na me kasa entry obi because me say after 31st no me person me bana say me candidate we na me catch so come on board. Now I catch say come on and na wu na catch say me on board.
That statement hits differently.
Yeah.
Because
yes. Because you see, if in a context, me catch you so I'm more competent than you, it's fine. But me crossing the boundary now, attacking your personality, me attacking ukunu webusian for. You not say me back, say me back friend on board. It will take time for you to ignore. Sometimes get into the heat of campaign, we say there's no job. But initially, no, a bedding. But if it is battle of ideas, na you winner. So any the who said delegates who na then the superiority. I'm not decide who to lead. You come. So I'm just begging, say, near etrim. Both supporters from Dr. Baumia side, Honorable Ken, Brian, and the like. Obia, this is the time we have to now be extra circumspect. Because whether we like it or not, they say there, and this is for no cry, your power nebi. Your parent pill, ombebo bi achre. My young fa bi nka ho.
Moji enye ye.
Say Casanos, it's say a 2 free a 2 buba free 2
Yeah.
It's like a bullet out of a gun.
Yeah.
You won't mean train babio.
Yeah.
You understand? So that is why Amy, you need to ask your conscience. Should I pull the trigger? Now be pull the trigger and now they met me about then you advise yourself now they are two. Intimate delegates say baby I drew no. It's not about say ye besan ye hunfi. Ya ye bi ye besre. But ni mesre say ni obetimi adi anim ye nti ene ranko ene issue be large Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Did this one kasa obetimi adi dance say since you bought the whistle to start campaign till ye ko wie there's nothing obetimi abetina has said day way there Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ko constituency one kasa ye there's not been a day obejatun we are in the media space there's not been any online reportage obetimi aka say ene there you see Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ko ha ni kasa ni there entwa ye kra. But there are other aspirants and I can after the year part or by delegates aside say yeah pamacho so yes I catch them say mu pese adwuma ni yemra mu fa candidate mu boa na nyina fa candidate ye ton ye easy me uko upper west a crassy be un expect kra obekwa ko hu amanfo ehye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia shed ubisam kola be pime na who is the vice president of Ghana if you that so dream say Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia it tells you something and in a competition uko na say be say only one na contest it means opponent no po yanim no what I say we shouldn't present a candidate afa na village for ni hinterlands where say why na nipa we Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia there obo ni dia obianim this is a candidate so yesterday delegate say omuntu money because ebepime the ideas are relevant to this current government. That is why we are calling on friends delegates to vote for him say yeah Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, one of the proposals, your friend is saying, yawa power mo. Bakuni 27th August 2024. He talked about jobs abroad program. Say, yawa pool of labor ewaha. Nurses, ni teachers, be abayin to me consume omo, and to me employ omo. Say ne make sure say, sa youth are yawa ni omo scale and co waste. Into certain countries omo requires our labor everywhere. Me masters in migration studies at University of Ghana. It's part of every country be here labor. Sometimes some of these foreign countries a woman they are able to relax their visa rules. No one's a man for all of a sudden omunya quota be no more tightening. It happens. So we share immigration me say Canada, any US could be nursing training in other institutions in like Philippines, Indonesia. Omo no mu training omo ho omo exams and omo tro enti nipa ni free omo no eba no enya fe no osan akọ the system no because ono ni system na we use to train no omo di omo call there is remittance omo di ma aban no because of agreement omo so we can also do some same here and na doctor proposed just last week here this NDC government the nurses ni be call is it Barbados or so one of those Caribbean countries just
Antigua
good. That is the proposal, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That is what this government is doing. Gold for reserve programmer. All this idea by EBPM. And the government has admitted, say, one of the cardinal points and holding the economy. So we should electric buses. At the same time, Nkrumah about African Union. Let me bring here. Tama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say yamfa electric buses. Embra. Some people were feeling like, say, oh, what is he saying? And then the government of this President Mahama government acknowledge say. Said the amount for years stranded at our various bus stops, young what's the name? Electric buses. Number augmenting the fleet of cars to be able to for people to commute. That tells you the kind of person amount was about to make about the economy. You see what is happening here? The Gen Zs, I was saying young Kai Gen Zs feel say President Mahama manifest them near. Me say omu first time. Omu first time and come say Mazaya na abakrum. Because the first time no nenye ye dadum som sa there are cold stores ebe pime no ko online fish rot no mo to twene ama for cold store be bre chat here me kai mus wa ha ya ye ko play edua 5 days na light ni ho just to plain wood sawmill be bregu here. This was what characterized the first year. Finally I was on second to take or pay agreement because onanka say hu baby ade no kono na ye nya so take or pay whether and Yamakania no bet me you so to me you so on the sea Fambra. When a situation near critical. The same thing, Yaba Abemu. One Gasan Beja to himself from 2017, 18, 19, 2021. All the indicators, check all the indicators. Na bibiaye until the COVID strike here, and then Yama start to say take it. So those who've not seen the government initial stages of former President Nana Addo, Edwin said it was all that bad the whole 8 years. We had good beginning, getting to the tail end, and your friend said yes, suffer certain issues are Emma Amemono at a point Ghanaians boo if we are. It's the same thing. Early days yet, this government is artificially managing, and then Omo increase. Your friend is saying Omo increase health insurance for I increase. Parliament passed law increasing all bills. Electricity already this month amount for be started to 9.86%. Water almost 15.92%. And your friend say, oh, Parliament passing and say this health insurance any health insurance NHIA revise levies are starting charge. If all the indicators are good, we should begin to see reduction, not increases. So that should tell you say if every MPP government decided say on cotton gold no about for $1 billion every month no inject here, we would have seen some level of stability. But who inject there are certain developments development gap who create and maybe now who here $4 billion so we for with 1 job 3 shift the only thing out of $4 billion the only amount that wait me a master secretariat $200 million your friend says dollars out of 4 billion, not even 1 billion. So it tells you say one kasano or 1 job 3 shift will never see the light of day. So if people think that like Dr. Mahmoud Bamia Tumana on to be about economy, they are daydreaming. He will step out, and when he steps out, will behind him the way he does it, and he will justify and defend his record. There is one thing Ghanaians say forget it. You see, there too Kwame Nkrumah, people vilified him, and Ukai Sekuture tribute to Kwame Nkrumah or say. Anytime they try to vilify Nkrumah, they end up glorifying him. I'm telling you, as the normal cliché about town, you see, let's give time some time. Look, time will favor the record of Nana Addo Bawumia government. Yankasa bibia eye ekototi the way I pen. At least DDP, even former President Nana Addo Kra Ejitum say DDP, one of the things that odi huya. And I want to believe your previous government. One of the things I feel is a hating another government, and I believe a lack of reshuffle because appointees will be very complacent.
Yeah.
So after all, you mean free ho. What I say because I appoint MMDCs na a constituency any role woman, a region and play role woman. Some MMDCs on the regional charm, on the constituency charm. Meanwhile, these are the people who can let the person sit on his toes. What I say. So I believe so going forward, the next Bawumia government will definitely learn something from some of them. And he assured delegates that there are certain things we acknowledge and publicly we apologize Oyenipa and your angels never bu abenu for the 8 years. So if Mfunsobiaba definitely Ghanaians actually any delegates and the things we promising delegates this time around. In fact, one of the things many Japan is make sure within a year you find a way of meeting the grassroots of the party. Because on now, my penimbi beka say, oh, Amasama, everything is okay. Because I kind of brief in the mouth. So they will be boy Amasama. Now we say everything is okay. By the time we say everything is not okay, now it be a year too late. But if every year you meet the delegates will be what Akukudro Power. They can tell you what is happening, give you evidence, run you with speed. Now one can say when we enter say MMDC and now appointees because no also about 10 appointment within every constituency, and that constituency over on the shoulders of the constituency. If at the end of a year Oba not part of the accountability series with the grassroots, no guys say 10 people now appointed definitely he will reshuffle.
Na me ba ya baby ya drew ho presidential prime minister Jumedi no emu no maybe some of the current executives of MPP no and some ya bobo so ni de wan kasa wakasa CAE efa aspirant ni bi nkasa wo man ne ye house say by now they should have known better and toned down because more penalty be used against more. It's unfortunate said the kind and said there is no way say some waka no obetimi say to me kakwa tam ade abehye obotom say amianam kan me same boa aba abonten de enya aba abonten ne wafa no so de na wafa, and we live in a world of records. You can't run away from it. say me no kasa for mobile phone now but just one word and when a dance ya ebe yaba no enya asem keto enti me ba ye be komo current executives and national executives
LGBTQ have to have a bite of
yes
it.
Yes, we'll go on it. It was solid 20 minutes to do that.
Thank you.
On the LGBTQ no kwa. You be quite innocent. You try and tell you ba ya. You best answer back on NPP presidential aspirant na woman kasa more kasa. But as I said, no me no me be so said you see who more national executives no. Omo position ni woman ni be currently based on them maybe akoko so. Pacho ye new show no me mind Bidin Nanama ANNOH TUFFOUR NPP Amanyoko Afam Ora Ibrahim Kamaldeen and Amigusu Enino AD and Command. Yeshani yes, Roger TD Wells now I was so kind. Ye new show no when ya mae inti Yegusu e wa twenim e won mum ye try ho sima ya ba yede nkomo aka no eto aso.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Udan klanu tumu ho. Me be mo anu nsu hye kura dia ka ho. Uhwe dia wapi ho. Ukasa batete. Eda fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a pair baba worry.
Aso.
Ye fear said this way chocolate drink ya sorry no pa no ne nom. Ye be chef fridge nom no snack. Ye nya ho ho anu ne de serve wo mo. Ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink ne nom. And this way no ti anu a. He se kire wom, kwakwo wom, brick wom, bibia wom. Ade wo hia ne so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
NIT FM Neo.
Fedile libo papa Matwale tuli pasa Helele sitimela sibate
NIT FM Neo.
Helele masimani
NIT FM Neo.
Matwale soweto Helele masiali basad Aseti bali bangwe Helele tanlibanen Matata Afrika Helele iyo Siyelele mama Helele iyo Siyelele mama Helele iyo Siyelele mama Helele iyo Siyelele mama Helele Musogoko no mama kanyana Helele silugut sebenzeni sita Helele idosi lifukin masibuyele makaya Helele iyo Siyelele mama
Ya me ho akwa ba live on NIT FM 100.9 me mainti dwumedie ne eguso ya de ebra wo no meni Ora Ibrahim Kamaldeen NPP amanyo koneba ena edin komo ewe studio so say you break akra wo yenim ayegu so den komo twetwe no ebrewo come on.
Yes.
Na me bi sound ansa na ye twa ye ho kakra no say mo national executives no hu wo mo say.
Oh. I'm not saying national executives, I'm telling NDA. So they are still in office. So say
na wo se hu wo mo ejuma ye. Once a more, what can about Kwana, me show anymore, we are very passionate about a year. As someone a be free will be an oberba. Tany panere, if in who side or that's your NPP man you couldn't banner. And then the real feeling who said more common anymore. There's a general election. The real feeling who said, and your way, any the only election at party neighborhood. Do not ever went to one sen can ya walker. And chair ye in Sembi Crabba Beto, Professor Frimpon Watting, ye in some. Now, some our kind age and also Emma, the secretary of the party, Ora, Justin Kodia Esquire, Etro Krata, Impo Edema, and Penny Fosse Baby Edwin. He suggested, say, was a ye channel a bumping when him Nasa ye uniform and you couldn't cranwa, Mutimi a uniform. Ye bisa no man, no egitum despite media, your platform. So PSFM so say, yes, indeed, on a trust, Krata, and his answer, oh, who is say, Obi anywhere was so a chain MPP. Say a year amanyuko, and that's why maybe sound say and watching no a lot eguso a cost based on kofon kasa because of say kunyato ya munyina obia ewo ho kwan say we prevent tata na bisa say currently say na we see hunu mo national executives ya wo mo etie kunya so
and I make no definitely party no general secretary largely or because sometimes on your conveyor belt. That is one thing I'm man for and get it right. Say, General Secretary on acting in his personal state. Say, on no or take a decision with.
Okay.
Either say National Council be authorizing say issue statement with an normal connect meeting. Then when be crowd or how or communicate to about it. But once the decision is taken, no, you have to be a constituency officer. Your committee inside. There are times me secretary. Be a decision I taking only a nyadri. But finally, on was on communicate on a platform. Sometimes I'm for to me bonus. When I say someone I'm for dream say I am so decision. It comes with that job. And the Justin Frimpong code young Kwana, or refer will be or because or no Bianca Saya or no sorry a troll letter. Then our party near running the executive chairmanship. The chairman Becca and any final.
If you're saying compare the current administration now with the previous administrations, as or moon say we no one more and moshe or mumu enye drusa near maybe or more no or musu sense kbia a way more time and car and near maybe end to me yin some more near maybe to me in koso MPP amanyo. That's why I want to know your personal position.
Well, you see, any crop of executives are omwoho. So one year she craned to me bar. You'll be seen as if say why then what about homody natural. As far as say yakwa elections in kunimide ambadie a month for Rebecca saying for subon ye then and kobo omo and na make actually say there's this popular saying say success has many fathers but when you fail you are an orphan. So bet me actually what three modia say kunimide badia
we janum bebre say kunimide ne ba we janum bebre obi abeso na hwe no na sunkuko ba na waba be ye janka obi atwe no
because who cost school na on your first class me ban here when your first class
but obi ade tu ne ho
o ma me crash then na onya on person obebo why dey say so me betina has constituency officer and co criticize national executives because say ban is omomuti hono omoma directives to the constituency and before me met him in Saka chance wanya then what have I done in my constituency sana polling station executives so bebo me subo aka chem say me constituency officer me so manya de ntima you Lucy here. What I say?
Okay.
And that kind of condemnation there, I won't do it.
You're wrapping up on MPP.
Yes, issue. I believe, say, I believe in giving people opportunity. Ebia, nyama bi wo ha sanko ye kra nkrofo sua from it. There are certain mistakes and I keep telling you, say, men grow wiser by day. There's no person obeka say I did 10 years ago. Osama no Akwenya obesa repeated the same thing. Definitely, time I move on, there will be some changes. Odibeka home. So I would say the national executives, they've done their best. If the your friends out there, they will determine But me as a person, as constituency officer, as an elected officer, me to me better and condemning me superior say ABR because of there are certain things ABR 1 or 2 me know omu nyadwin or how they me know omu nyadwin. Ebi say me feel say at a point you know I was say anka yentimi sanction ebinum
by now dear.
Yeah, anka ebinum also omu nya sanction kra. What I say, but so allow it. But sometimes to me I understand from perspective small whispers kakrebi amiti. Sometimes for parties cohesion, any unity, because they say, "Oh, touch you be you better say, oh, yeah, be their favor another candidate." So what I say, so it's like dilemma of a ghost. When the mother will call kept ghost and now call elimina. Which is fin.
I said, "Bese panic kuni haba ne tasene banyansa for."
Oh, probably they soon share. So that is the problem, sir. No matter what, I will be better. Because me, one of the persons that me feel said by this time, I was saying common training say you also bempa. Or a deputy national communication officer. Or to me better radio so no running government now was having it down. Or running it down. Or your deputy communication officer. Me ba ebebo NDC on radio. It's my work to go after the government, scrutinize the government on yebi. No, he is supposed to be calling us, giving us give. And funny home near onu cry catch us say abaya current government era nu cry papa chan ye de near o serve wo mo e Ghana gas, and such a person is still a national officer. Meanwhile, you are supposed to project the image and the ideals of the party publicly. It is a mere party member na me betina ha na me kakasa bi etwi party no ho fia. I'm supposed to be sanctioned. You understand? Because as a party member I have to uphold the ideals of the party. Even some mini party in Nyadrinkra, publicly I have to uphold it. It's part of all political parties. That is underpinning principle of every political party. But me better now as a communication officer, because of what taking interest in a candidate, you are running the government down. You are not even defending the party. You are not going after the government in power. You are not scrutinizing. Not still who as national officer. I feel say but something on a second to be because say be touch na the camp na and also who everything wrong within your oil no will tell you say be omu vilify or now they are coming after their supporters. So that is why I feel say I want to believe say after 31st be a better dean in this party.
All right, come on, me dance of our panel ye ma yemfa anti-LGBTQ plus be on honsem entwaso enro edom kuma wo my Ghana na se be je a press conference. Deɛ ogina dom kuma na nemu ekasa ye edom kuma na ena no ni onumonyamfo osahene Kwame na Alexander Afenjama Kenespa na wɔkyerɛ sɛ NDC abanye na ɔmo opposition na ɔmo ka nneɛma ahodo a ɔmo su sɛ Ghana for enhwɛ so mfanto abama wɔmo ɔrɔfɛ sɛ 2024 general election campaigner NDC amanyoko no ɛyɛ no ɔmo sɛm baako a wɔno deɛ ohun ni sɛ enu titiru pa na Ghana de hye gina so ede to aba ene NDC amanyoko tie kunya so a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edi mampani no se omo se omo ba anti LGBTQ plus bill no omo de omo be sign omo de mampani de ne sabe chance na ayemra na Ghana de hye nyina ehun se omo de omo nsoso sa ne ma no so ewo ho Rafa nyoma can say what the be bo omo a de abo omo tu jam o ma yesan sa omo biye wo ma no kan says I na MPP te akunya so wo ma anye na emu de omba ombeye ene wo sese first year etwem e wo mampani Mahama demonstration mu to obisa wo mo se de na sie a wo mu nyina keep mute e wo san sem ne ho wo san te NDC amanyoko no MPs ahodo bi as an example Ura Sam George Yata won de first obo ni de obo MPs no bi dia na osu se wo mu Ura Nelson Dafiamakpo obo mu nyina din ano omo eden e ka ho ebie sena sansem ya edom kuma na chance ewo ho no ufa no.
You see, when it comes to about LGBT asema ubetina akra no and what say min kasa and what say min refer to NDC for nyomo kan omu use LGBTQ the campaign serious etia MPP aban omu timi governize clergy nyina to the extent say almost in nanado F4 LGBTQ so when you know omukai edinya to me now the famous amongst them they say him Sam George he was the champion of LGBTQ. And I remember Sam George sitting on TV. Me, Sam George. If President Mama comes to power and he doesn't sign the LGBTQ, I'll fight him. If he has the balls, he should go and fight him. So your Bema and ne. Would you kasa in a way President Mama will feel offended? He will see whether he will be in office. You see, Omutina will show some bravado be Ghanaians to fall for it. Say, omuya the fighters, not the CNN. He fine for kasa. 1 year down there, what is a LGBTQ worker? Why no di?
Oh, so you think it's all about protecting position?
Oh, Mrs. Sawyer Bema, he should go and talk. There's Sam George. So, no, both in chest. I'll fight him. He should go and fight President Mama. I dare him and I challenge him. So to me, I'll doff my heart for him. He cannot even whisper again. On to me, Kasasha. This is Ghana Web. Ghana Web of 20th August 2024. Tell Akufo-Addo to sign anti-LGBTQ bill. NDC MPs dares Baumia. Me read this story, no, and I'll finish with this tail end of the story. Emmanuel Kwesi Bejra, Member of Parliament for Whole West, has called on Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, to demonstrate his commitment to preserving Ghanaian culture by urging President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to assent to the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values, that is the anti-LGBTQ bill. Emmanuel Kwesi Bejra comment comes after Dr. Bawumia recently pledged to protect Ghanaian culture and family values if elected president. Bejra contends that as the current vice president, Dr. Bawumia is in a position to influence the president's decision now rather than waiting until after 2024 election. If he is man enough to rule this country, he should be able to tell his boss that, look, my boss, that into bracket President Akufo-Addo, this is our cultural value. Please sign this bill. I'm telling Honorable Bejra, President Mama, he doesn't need anybody to influence him to sign. He himself can sign it. He doesn't have difficulty with numbers in parliament or with the numbers in parliament. And I dare the NDC to dare President Mama to sign this bill. I also dare them. Just as they were daring. Where you feel say he can influence, you can go influence someone and the person will refuse.
Yeah.
But President Mama was the final authority. Or no, he influence from anywhere. These were the kind of things they said. And then, abemu. Oh, they say I cry and private members bill. Government ankasa person sponsor bill. No, mu da fe hu. President ankasa omiti clergy. President Mama. Usha City on Facebook page, 1st October 2024. NDC flag bearer John Mama has pledged to strengthen legislation against LGBTQ activities if elected. Yeah, elected or trend there. Or see, he's doing this based on his faith. So that LGBTQ plus, he won't allow it. He's in power. In fact, the way I'm to me passy, Dumso Levy, overnight, yes, sorry, I know my passy. LGBTQ should be a walkover for them. It is even now shameful. Say they are not only running away from it. Omu di share books mukra say that is how bad it is under this government. So when it comes to fight of LGBTQ, the NDC has no moral standing to talk about it again. Me say they thought it was easy. Now President Nana Addo Dankwa our court, among for our legal issues are normal, but still they were impressing on him. Omu any court. You see, they have more than 2/3. And within the next 1 hour, President say, hey, LGBTQ bill, no, sign on the name. They can sit, debate it, do whatever. In fact, Honorable, I seen South MP,
Team
Fojo. Or see the current bill, no, almost representing, no, and here any changes be abio, and here bio. So if NDC, omuji tumpa, nyomu catch clergy, na clergy for airborne, some air more, if they really mean it, they should do it. Yeah, omo ankasa omo national chairman. I say don't get here. Or see Akufo-Addo not man enough to reject anti-gay bill outright. This is my Joy Online of 11th April 2024. Me person me edited this headline. Now me reading the same thing by me editing. You see, there are certain things who can. It comes like President John Mahama not man enough to reject anti-gay bill outright. So you see, what you said yesterday, if I just take the name Akufo-Addo, John Mahama fits in. This was the politics of convenience. If Aseedun Kete, the national chairman, is also man enough, he should walk to President Mahama, Uncle President Mahama Fie, in our office. No one can check President Mahama. I did Amika some time ago. I'm now here to tell you, sir, I'm man enough to tell you, sir, by the end of this week, we'll be signing anti-gay bill.
The genesis of this anti-gay bill, no, proudly a chance here from politicians, Yahwa. Ombe hunu se nkoma Ghana de share didi on moral grounds culturally. Any study and university or Ghana hano. Indeed, I rise to say fine. Yes, so. The tremusi adi anobe kaneke say yes, so. And the young come rasebe de feel. Yentu emwana among. Based on that, and almost say gather views from the various Christian councils and you obibia we Ghana need share so obi bika e de fa ho e na omatumi akeka ni nyina e de bom. And the name man here ni say na one-sided. As far as politics here concerned, na one-sided. Amanyoku akese mienu e wo Ghana ha. Wo mu emu nipa egumra sebe de fie e na wo mu spearhead sa campaign so mu dendenden e na yetu emu anamo. Na Maxen sa amanyoku akese mienu mu nipa. Baako atena ba mu pen as at the time a bill no one sense me chance here. Na baako opposition ewi ase abeten ne baako so aba abamu ama another person call position. So omo nyina tested the powers ekura 2 million na wasn't ka wo sign. What at all is it with this bill? Afei de ya na ya champion say what say baba ye mra no. I said we are running away from it. Edintia.
Ade a ewo mu ni say onim ne kura ne ba wan kan kire o. E no di dada oje to me. It's still bipartisan. They should come. The minority will support them. Omombra, you better support them. In fact, now they some back stations. Some catch say some people here MPP in Parliament. Some catch them. They don't need the minority. So they say they don't need us to pass this. Sanka numbers no mu suffer cry. Na kaka say okay minority na edi omo abro. They should go and pass it. So there's some pay your supporter. Even no mu some here on this one. They young some here ya beba. We are even telling them, say, yeah, beba. What is stopping them? You see, me catch the NDC ni be say, any party for say, NDC 2024, nyomu ye any say they omu take advantage of gaps bia ewo President Nanado Amemo and omu di campaign. Enti anka sa campaign no omu ye no, omu ni say nyama ni bi wa very sensitive. Enti anka dollar mpo ewo 10 cedis and 9 cedis. And single digit inflation, but NDC could have still used two things against us. Galamsey, LGBTQ. Because a ban is idea where every Ghanaian household and ready to accept this. Upa, my dollar cedi 1 cedi to $1. My single digit inflation, inflation 1 digit. Now Uber pass LGBTQ, the whole Ghanaians will rise against you. So a ban memoir. Sometimes people think say government lose elections only on economy. Nyama bi wo ho. On might be what obetime say amount for ewan wo kire bi mu, but they still prefer leader bia obe ensure say values are retained. Who certain countries, there are countries that but they only want a leader who can say he will stand up to America keke no more to Obama no. That vim keke it's a comeback kunukra. So yeah catch NDC for say bibia pepe anti LGBTQ the one mo rani here. Omo the support of the clergy. So who here? Because Omupia President Nanado no sign ono no support it. Into recent one we ko share teachers manual no President Mama NMA yedi shemu. You see the logic? President Mama say Nanado bibia about LGBTQ Nanado na afuaso. The same one omo ko galamsey map and omo ya Ghana map and omo di Nanado face shemu. To me say Nanado F1 galamsey so. Omo ti tena on my way mu e ka say galamsey esini nyina Nanado eni nebusuafo na galamsey me bo ana say na omo abemu ada na omo nko after Nanado ni nebusuafo na omo galamsey no me see LGBTQ from their national chairman from city and na makajo mama want to know peace until he signs anti-LGBT. Mama is knowing his peace. Where's Sam George? President Mama Nankasa does only firm stand. Who beside President Mama in any position on LGBTQ? He will be doing like this. Dodgy. He can't give you a concrete position because these are some of the things not former President Nanado say. Yan 20 and then to before our sent. Because whether we like it or not, our repercussion. Some of these international communities would like to punish you. But Anka President Mama Macron on the easiest way when they say a mighty nation like America. I catch you said the definition of gender says a male and female. Why any easy armor? And so America F4 BB so a we are saying found we are dream. Into one and Nanado never had it like that. Into wood Anka who passing power, America should have been your backbone. Into a German, Britain, we never vilify. You can seek solace in America. But we still lose through because when him say other countries certain foreign direct investments be a urban bet imagine ways to amasa interventions no emba. That is the politics. But all meeting clergy no catch on also about obe sign it. Who catch the clergy? Me see ochina and this omufa dollar no embra 2 cedis. If they don't sign anti-LGBTQ, you know will be cut my way mo. Yan pin ma won ka say wa ma me aduane nti me banko ye gay. An economy yenti wa pass gay say me ba ana me busuafo enkoye gay eno de emfa enti president no moa he's complicit omo national chairman is complicit. Minister Sam George the loudest is quiet. You see that's what your friend oxymoron in literature. The loudest is now quiet. Say one and ka we loud no na ka wa be minister afa de na hu say who chire John Mama say we bema in the letter, and then our templates say our computers by this Callisto's mama can assign a man. So these are people. Almost say all the noise on here was for political power. But you see, Ghanaians are goodwill. Omagasa from this time, almost starting who say goodwill no echo because ultimately you see dollar single digit fuel for 1 year. Who can the Ghanaian expects more? Kwame Nkrumah yet. Say no come in him say no credit. Almost see. Kwame Nkrumah say kwa him say milk na Ghana for pair and call pipe milk pipe there so there might be how beka as a Ghanaians for us it drew the time our youth to know be say me one job 3 shifts to know ever here. That's the time you see say we who other indicators no but it was on first scan koto scan so want me nkobo kro no it was on koye adwuma no nyeska no koto sa ade no oniska enti if se sia me eti ha ye pon e bia me menya ka kofie easy obi gina ho it was 1.5 but because they see a car some year dinkra ejuma phone be say omo pon microphone tem obi say onim say ebe din say obe pam obi ejuma because of waba late because
we easy say amanyoko obi betena kunya so obetumi asa
with end this issue it should be easy that politics no ma planning it should be easy say yes talk is cheap unless they come back no be catch Ghanaians so ampana talk is cheap yeah just to get power now fe na Ghanaians say intro no mu di omo but as far as ene ye ka say there end this ashabo so omo ba ombe sign presidency onu mu electing no obe sign bill no mu electing or when the second year no more excuses ombe sign Sam George say President Mama will know no peace please mu Ghanaians mu ko chase no X so any social media say baby I want no ye person on pay free amina no wakote no na be fight John Mama man and sign law no it's as simple as that. I say dunketia or say Akufo-Addo is not man enough or you're man enough you should go and fight. In fact you should push his who the influence President Mama na MP say omo opposition to be change the leadership just by a stroke of a pen. You should tell the leadership say within a month you people should make sure say move pass bill na that come president. Some pass na mo the come president. I want to make us one sign. Some of them more frame there. But when we say even the majority leader nyama okika NCC so ade we na ebe expose omo sound teacher manual no to the extent say Ghana ene ye define gender Ghana with our cultural values. You mean defining gender straight. Say.
Obasa Education Minister Onmunyan for her na reduce merely after so more withdraw way na almost share council no say they should go back and then almost share the animu bia and okay it was simple. So one of the events Obaka say what he knows and what that's so standing still Ghana and only the be Juma said a man is defined by this, a woman is defined by and no one the only thing I anymore my Ghana has say
your mind be more anka Arun Idris, Honorable Arun Idris, Anka response are okay. Anka respond as former Minister of Education. Anka Yamo resigning. Yeah, uko on my biso. Train to me konya crash war different city. Na minister oti different city na wa resigning. No. I know no train no. Ana aeroplane no. and so responsibility. Ebani saying na Sadia will crack me call teachers manual mo. Our Minister of Education unim because our department they need to scrutinize and tell you give say who crown to me can kind no more brief say minister start your way no matter yeah they feel say definition when yeah papa also have a look at it. Okay, Majatum Debbie. What the minister is saying is or exposing who say Sadia we amba nimpo. Samba wenima and I'm for person mungu enuma. How many people have you sacked for that? This is a serious thing now. You're taking for granted. Because me a teacher, who see definition what room now supervisors when me try definition different from the manual. They can take me on say me try colano the wrong thing. So the definition more as gender and say the definition who now be decided what is your gender. And then in media amount who decided. That's the definition of the new NDC government say LGBTQ no ma kolana nka san hwe ne ho. So Phyllis or your bema, onka so your bema. So Phyllis or your bar, so onka so your bar. Is that the definition of the Ghanaian culture? That is the question we need to ask the John Mama government. I then a president Mama Ankasa by now. One my hair sound road. Nyodi contract ni ma ye. Nye oh was on coach through this. Ni na failure aba. One say wakasa wa ho. On to me nkasa wa ho. Because the simple tax for him to sign no or dodge free home. But before me ba no kura ni say.
Yeah, they say
food feeding caterers be a catch them say me ba me kasa nchrom. Empatch mom say yenti omo ye. Inti ama this term bebre and start eduane nua within the schools. Inti say economy no bibia e koso ye. Me patch omo ntua. This is the only government ni bibia koso ye ontimi ntua nyama or increase charges or increase utilities. Ontimi ntua teachers, ontimi finances ejumam. And so I see bibia you okay. And then I say very soon the reality will begin hitting this government. They think say a rhyme say oh munka say dollar, munka say this, munka say that. But school feeding caterers, what we say and it's also what fuel so na caterer bit fie ye ntua na fuel no be dan akoto. Utility na watum no so when ntua ne ka be dan ntua at the end of the month we. Enti eno na person Ghanaians what we say ye tuma Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia obeka about the economy and obema practical example the common Ghanaian betias.
Okay. That's Papa Ora Ibrahim Kamaldeen, which na NPP amanyo kunenim ena ekasa. That's Papa Ejidi se twede amponya nkopon eyatomwa. Yebesan so ehye bio. Yemra no na mowie the elections na Thursday wa ha.
Baba.
Okay.
Baba me final rundown.
Okay.
Because the other week me the white neighbor in celebration of Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
I see. Yeah. Okay. I wish you all the best. Bacha did you media nyina SC e wa ha se awie ma menchia onmonyafo chairmanten eja akon bebi obia menya na ntie se na wo tie yen esoso e wo ho. Opani dance papa e wo bebia obutu bia wo so yeah, wish you all the best e wo wanamo ya wo too. As far as the NPP party is concerned. Media said my production team nyina. Was I was na oti from start to finish. When for chairman Teja dance papa and so e did you medina see as dan confirm ora Mark Jerry or say Ajema Sanso and na ora wadame ra fe tuntun so no bia ne ho twa frema and na so Alex I got to try this time around I am not tell you mama. Me da said that you met any desu ha. Me did na ama ANNOH TUFFOUR asadan confirm mame biama kwafo. Seja wo peja na to kakra se me sanso enchane so bibia wo bia so mame ye we show on the best nim se nyame enya domada ya woda obesanso atanse bio. Mo amutie yen live on radio Nit FM 100.9 wo so awunya abrehwe yen live on Facebook and afi TikTok no. Mo so yedamase de mu ye bia ye ni eso ochina e da foforo akram.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime.
special ice natural mineral water. Feel different. Think